So, we are back with Reign of Misrule.
Hooray.
When we left our adventurers last time, they had just gotten a job, or at least a entry job, with Vajar the Blackstaff. I'm going to say Blackstaff until I really get that name down.
Don't you have the
Yes.
pronunciation in front of you?
I think we would just call her the Blackstaff anyway.
Yeah. It's her title.
That's fair.
Find it later.
Vajra.
Oh yeah, the Blackstaff. Yeah. And so they had just taken a job. They also had gotten the deed to Troskull Manor because Volo was waiting for his royalty checks and didn't have money to pay you. But he gave you a nice house in Northwood. Also, because I just forgot to say it, the wonderful ambient sounds we hear is brought to us by Sirenscape. For all of your fantasy sound needs, they're Sirenscape. About 15 a month gets you access to hundreds of sound files, including one for Dragon Heist itself. The wonderful voice acting.
The best voice acting I've ever heard. Like, holy shit.
Linking stuff. Sorry, you're going to have to type it out, but it's up on top of the overlay above my head. If anyone's curious.
Yeah, Zoblob is the best ever.
So
I think we left off where we're like still in the room with the Blackstaff, or it just walked out.
We just walked out, yeah.
And I was actually like, should we turn around and ask how far up the mountain this dude lives?
Oh yeah, you're right. We should absolutely inquire about that.
Because it's a mountain. It's pretty big. Yeah, I'm gonna go back in.
Patient's got a 7 on his athletics check as he starts going up the mountain.
You want to say climbing the mountain?
Yeah. If you can call it that, yeah.
All the way across town.
So with a 7, did you just run into a wall?
Probably. He's like, I've got this, and starts to book across the street, and then just slams into somebody's cart that's filled with dung.
I like to think this is the equivalent of where you have like this epic climbing montage, where it's just like, and he literally has not moved from the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you run to Mount Waterdeep, and you're just like,
Or there's
someone's walking by, you just like, you could start with the trail over there.
He goes towards the trail.
It's very dusty.
Well,
Oh.
while Patience struggles against nature in a mountain, I'm going back to ask the Blackstaff if we know how far up the mountain this dude lives. And also, if she could tell us his name again.
His name is Helam.
Okay.
Hello. Is it
so
me
do we
you're looking
know
for?
how far up the mountain he lives?
Good question. The answer is, it doesn't seem to say. Halfway up.
Okay.
It just says halfway up.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Does he live in a cave or in a
Yes.
forest? Oh,
A
okay.
cave halfway up the side of Mount Waterdeep.
Patience is maybe 5 minutes up this trail. Does he see a cave yet?
Jesus Christ.
So, Patience. Well, since
I
you
can
looked ahead of everybody.
A road cloud of dust, just snaking all the way
He's so
from
dead.
the tower to the base of the mountain. Just like there was a gunshot and Patience was there, like old Looney Tunes style.
There's just a silhouette of Patience and like smoke.
Yeah, exactly.
So, like,
Patience
I
was a big
know
hole.
it's autumn, so we probably have some warmer stuff on, but do we have, like, actual cold weather gear on to deal
No.
with? Okay, we should probably go buy that.
And just so we're clear, I do have this spell command now, so I'm gonna command Patience to halt. So Patience just fucks off 200 kilometers.
What's the DC?
You have to make a wisdom saving throw.
This should be good.
Watch, he's gonna get an ad 20.
Nah. So you tell him to halt? He doesn't know why, but he just immediately stops moving. He almost trips over himself because his feet stop moving, but his body wants to go forward.
I just look at Violet and I'm like, oh my god, I love you.
You're welcome, Fana.
Okay, shopping.
I'll pick up patience. You're coming with me.
Just easy as you please, takes his boot toe out of the door jam. Like he was going to try and trip Patience, but he was commanded to stop.
Nope.
I was considering that we should maybe consider a climbing kit, but I can't afford it because, yeah, I gambled all my money away last week.
How much is it?
25 gold.
Ooh.
Sorry, I cast thaumaturgy, my bad.
Oh, we didn't get any gold from our friend.
We super didn't.
So.
No.
While you're carrying Patience, he's like, I got rope.
That does help.
Well, my lifestyle allows me surely for a coat or something for the cold, but I can't just take gold out of my house. So.
Yeah. So I just suggest let's go get some clothing and.
How much is the cold weather?
2,000 gold.
Oh, we could go to the clothing store, Argonons and Fitch.
What was the name of that thing in... Oh, you guys are going to hate me.
Actually,
It doesn't say how much cold weather clothing costs. Okay, so for what it's worth, common clothes cost 5 silver. Traveler's clothes cost 2 gold. Oh, yeah!
Traveler's clothes, I think, count for that. Right?
Mm.
In 5th, I'm pretty sure they just made it like flavor. It didn't actually have mechanical issues.
Which I appreciate.
He just pulled out Aurora's guide. So.
I remember in other D&D games, had to have snow boots, had to have specific mitts for your hands. You know, it was like you had to buy everything separate.
I'm just imagining we run into this guy in the Discord chat while we're shopping.
Oh.
Do we know if there was a clothing shop anywhere near the tavern?
Wars does sell a multi-layered pelcoat for 20 gold, and that's essentially,
It's a parka.
Yeah, it's an Inuit style parka coat.
Okay, so I can't afford that. I don't know about y'all.
Okay.
You said it was 20 gold? No.
Okay, question, Kev. Since I have a lavish wardrobe, could I just loan everyone various articles of clothing?
So I hear you, but how tall are you, sweetheart?
I mean, you're not gonna fit it.
Yeah, I'm 4'3".
I can give you a blanket.
I might be able to do with a shirt that you grew out of 10 years ago.
Does this vest with 100 tiny pockets in it? How warm is it? Is it like a 80s life preserver vest, or?
You should fill the pockets with like.
No, I imagine it's more like an actual under your jacket vest. It just happens to have 100 tiny pockets.
I was imagining like Aladdin's vest, but with 1,000,000 pockets.
Every single one of the pockets I fill with straw or random piece of paper, because that is good insulin. So I'm nice and warm. I'm good.
Yeah, we could buy several layers of other clothing. Yeah, just say like it costs twice as much as regular common clothes or something.
Yeah, they don't even have description for these clothes either. They just have their prices. I'm looking at it right now.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Can even anyone in our party fit in like a shirt of a 6'6" tall orc?
You might actually be able to get 2 people in that, but
patients will get traveler's clothes. I assume traveler's clothes would suffice. It's 2 gold. I mean, common clothes is 5 silver, so it's 4 times the cost of normal clothes. You think that'd be hiking worthy clothes?
Depends on how extreme cold you're thinking.
Well, where's the snow line on the mountain? Let's look outside. Look at the mountain.
Is it
Does
half?
it look to be halfway up?
It's further than halfway up.
Okay.
Okay, then we're not going to worry about it.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah. I'll spend like 3 gold on something warm.
I might want to switch to some nice hiking boots.
The
What is a
scarves
robe?
don't need silver piece. They come in all basic colors.
I'm just imagining when a dwarf puts a scarf on, does the beer go outside the scarf or inside the scarf?
Oh, outside. You have to keep it free.
It's true. But it is a good insulator.
That's going to
It
be
can
one
still
of
be
those
a good insulator for your
debates.
face if it's on your face, right? Speaking
guess
as a
that's
beard
fair.
owner, I can tell you, it's much more effective on your face than off of it. You're not really worried about it protecting your neck from the cold so much. It's more about your face.
Anyway, so you guys proceed to the mountain?
Yeah.
Or... Oh, okay. So you guys
And
start?
Thana's gonna buy the
Stick to that.
before we do that. Thana's gonna buy like the ugliest, gaudiest scarf possible.
Well, that's a little bit more, but for your price, you get the ugliest you can get.
Yep.
Brown.
Patience tries to find the coolest
Oh, I
looking
was hoping
one.
you should get like the Tom Baker scarf.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
If there's one
Yeah,
that
that's probably not
if
too
there's
bad.
one that looks like flames that doesn't look flamboyant, you'll get that.
God,
They-
you're such an edgelord.
Wait. Hold on. He literally said, you realize the French, like flamboyant, that flam is flame, right? So flames are by definition flamboyant.
Well, you know what I mean.
I
I didn't hear flamboyant. I heard flammable.
No, I get what you're saying. Look like flames, but don't look like I'm a colorful bard. You know.
beg your pardon.
For 3 silver, you can get the Kasuth special scarf. Nothing special except it has all the flame motif of Kasuth and a little symbol at the bottom.
Okay, I'll go with that. Wait. Is the one that can match my sickle as I pull up my Marcool sickle?
Markul, he's not too much on the scarf since he's like a wintry god. He expects his guys to bear it more since most of them are undead.
Okay, Kasuth one definitely works.
There's also one dedicated to Aura, the goddess of winter. It is a sheer, super thin lace scarf that does nothing to protect you.
Oh, like real life women's scarves.
Hmm.
Do.
Shots fired.
Kasuth scarf. This equipment list is the best equipment list I've had for any character. Alright.
Thanadis.
How many rando trinkets do you have on
Yeah.
there?
I got a ton of stuff.
You two, we have to talk about your fashion choices one day.
I mean, I'm just trying to be warm.
Especially if we're going to run a business together. You have to dress
Well,
the
this
part.
is mountain trekking.
It doesn't matter for which occasion, you have to be prepared for each of them.
Patience is just like
Wow.
picturing this really cool raider like looking armor when he's thinking of the business that he's gonna be in.
Like Avatar: The Last Airbender when they go shopping and then he sees that edgelord spiked armor.
It's really funny because he'll just look super edgy, but it's just like, hey, hi, what's up? He's like not angsty at all.
After a little scarf shopping, you get to the mountain, start climbing the initial trail, and you come to, you climb about a fourth of the way up when you come to basically the end of the trail. And there is 2 large tablets, about 6 feet carved, and it says, in memory of the God War. And it just has lists of hundreds of names. And you see flowers and other just tributes around. This is a monument dedicated to the events of the God War, when the gods fell to the earth over about 120 years ago. 130?
I just kicked the dog. I didn't realize he was passed out underneath the table.
Poor Terry.
First Blink Dogs and now Terry.
No.
Anna's gonna take the cap off of her flask that, of course, she has because she's an almost drunken monk, and pour out a drink for the fallen.
Yeah, you're only tipsy monk right now.
Yeah.
Violet is gonna stop for a moment and pray at the memoir.
Patience looks like he was going to keep walking, but his the celestial stuff on his forehead glows, and he seems to wince in pain, and he turns around and gives respects.
Ooh.
You know, this isn't as popular of a pilgrimage as it used to be as time goes, and most people who remember it are gone.
How many years ago was the God War?
About 120, 130-ish. I gotta get the calendar up later. But it predates the spell plague by a couple decades. Other than on the holiday dedicated to the God's War, in which case this place gets a lot more traffic. But so right now you're going to be going off the beaten trail, and I need con saves. Con!
Oh my.
Do we have advantage because of our warm clothing?
This isn't for the weather.
Oh no.
It's for the tough
The
climb.
hiking.
Okay.
Oh no.
16.
17.
12.
I'm having flashbacks to yesterday. Alright. Nat 1?
Well,
So
you
2.
lucked out. By the time you guys get to where you see a cave and a man there, Patience, you have 1 level of exhaustion. Everybody
Just
else made it.
imagine that it's because Patience keeps trying to run ahead of everybody, and by the time he gets up there, he's like keeling over because he's got like a stitch in his side.
He's probably just out of breath with only 1 level. It's not too bad.
So basically, you get to the top, or halfway, and you see this older man. Let me bring up a picture so you guys can get a look.
Oh, we have art?
Yes. Art by some amazing artists in Dragon's Heist. I don't know the name of the artist, but they are amazing. This guy.
Awesome.
And you see him. Oops, drop him. As you're walking up, you see him taking a log, putting it onto a rock. He looks down at it, just takes his fingers like this, and goes down at the log, and it splinters into like 4 pieces.
Cool.
And he like almost barely hits the thing. And he picks the pieces up and puts them
Then it's
in
got
a
like the big
firewood.
anime
Wow.
sparkle eyes.
So this is a level 20 monk.
Oops. He just looks up for a split second and then goes back to what he's doing.
Sir, yeah, Mr. Halam?
He's just kind of ignoring you guys, going about his day, takes another log, breaks it.
I'm just looking to the rest of you.
Can I just get reminded, what do we need to know from him?
You need to ask him what he's heard about threats to the city, but not try to annoy him or stay your welcome.
Are there any
Violet-
tables? Are there any tables?
Not on the outside.
Anywhere to sit?
Pile of logs he's forming.
Okay, Patience just stands there tapping his foot impatiently.
Violet is gonna walk up to Halam and ask, I have a question, an inquiry. We would like to know about any possible threats to the city.
He's just like,
Rogue's goes straight up beside her. We were sent by the black stuff.
you see that? He actually stops, looks, just like, persuasion checks to see.
Oh, yeah.
Nat 20. Fuck yeah.
I was gonna roll for patience, but it gets his advantage, so never mind.
So that's 23.
18 for me.
Well, good thing patience didn't talk, huh?
Patience got 9,
Oh.
if that matters.
Dude, I'm sorry, Terry. I accidentally punched him.
Oh my God, you guys.
I went to
Stop
scratch my knee
abusing
and he just
him.
walked right up to me. He's like, "You scratching?" Yeah. Okay, so as you say that, takes a few more seconds, looks up, looks over to the city, and says, "Evil's twin hides its face for now. Expect that to change before winter's end." And he starts going back to his business.
Thank you very much.
Twin.
Hides its face.
for now. Expect that to change before winter's end.
So wait, is Evil's twin already evil? Patience asks. Or is he like the good twin?
He doesn't say shit to you.
I just grab Patience by the neck, by the collar, and just drag him away.
Oh, okay.
We're done here.
How do you spell this fellow's name?
HLAM. Alarm.
Plum. Got it. See?
Probably. Probably got some phlegm in the H. Plum.
Is
Rogh is gonna
long. The pronunciation guy.
Rogh is gonna bow, and he's gonna say, "Thank you for that. Would there be any other threats that you could be telling us of at this time?"
He just looks over at you, stares for a few seconds, shrugs, and starts going back to his business.
I'm gonna take that as a big ol' no.
Yeah. Thank you for your time. Have a good day. And we'll
I guess
leave.
we're heading back down the mountain.
Like I said, Durham's more talkative.
As we're heading
was
down, as we're heading back down, Patience is like, "Man, did anyone else notice those eyebrows? Holy shit! Those
I
eyebrows."
was a little distracted by the two-fingered punching a log in half.
I don't know. I think his eyebrows could have done that. I think he was being
Distracted
nice.
less? Or attracted?
No, distracted.
Patience.
Yes.
As you're walking down and saying that, a kind of like splinter just flies and lands in front of your foot. And you just keep walking.
It was a compliment. I yell up.
Oh, I was hoping there was like a note attached to the end of it. Turned it into like a little kenai or something. Or a kunai.
I don't have eyebrows. Envious.
Pity. Just echo. Pity.
Just horns. Well, let's go back to that tower or whatever.
Yeah, we should probably report back
Yeah.
with this very short report. Hopefully she'll know who Evil's twin is.
So you get back to Blackstaff Tower.
Yeah.
Guards in front, just like, yeah.
Meh.
You've only been gone like an hour or two or 300. I don't know. I don't pay attention.
300 hours, no big deal.
As he's just kind of like, yeah. You think his job's probably pretty damn easy, considering this tower is a magic school also, and has a lot of members of the Order of Protectors and stuff hanging around. So he probably doesn't see a lot of people causing shit here.
So you're saying he's the equivalent of a mall cop in front of the gates for an army military base?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, as a guard, this would be one of those either awesome positions or worse, depending if you like action. If you just wanted to get paid and do nothing, this is the post you wanted.
Does he look like he does not want to be here?
He seems to be content.
Okay.
He also seems a little overweight for a guard.
Patience fears this kind of position, so he just keeps going. This is his hell if he ever got posted here. Not being
Some
able to do
people think
anything.
it is. It's also a
Yeah.
position that's not going to advance you in the guard at all.
No.
It's a dead end. Dead end. Dead end. Dead end.
Yeah, so we head in.
As you do, the black staff walks down. Oh, you're back. Did you get a message, or did he kick you off the mountain?
Well,
Figuratively, this time.
we got a riddle and a splinter thrown at us for dissing his eyebrows.
The evil twin hides its face for now. Expect that to change by winter's end.
Before winter's end.
Before winter's end?
Before winter's end.
Oh, my
Before,
memory's a
yeah.
little hazy.
Expect that to change before winter's end. Yeah. She stops, thinks, damn, always so damn cryptic. Okay,
Yeah, I have no idea what that means either.
we'll figure it out. Hopefully before winter's end.
Well, is there anyone in power who is a twin?
Not that I'm aware of.
Anyone who's evil who has a twin.
I mean,
Yes.
I mean, there are
Maybe.
plenty of evil twins.
Wait a minute.
Well, I need to go
Hopefully not talking about my...
research some stuff and narrow it down, hopefully. There's a few ideas I have. But thanks. You have succeeded. You are now members of the Greyhens. There's something called, this is a out-of-game mechanic. It's called Renown. And each faction that you could join has Renown. The more Renown you gather, the more benefits you can draw upon factions. So somewhere on your sheets, if you desire, write Greyhens, Renown 1.
I think allies and organizations would be a good spot if you have the
yeah.
normal one.
Yes, they are an ally that is organized.
I'd hope so.
Well,
Is there is there a counterpart to that where if you have too much renown in a given organization, it can cause you problems if you're in somebody else's turf?
And they go after you.
If they're opposing groups, yeah, it's kind of like a Harper showing up in the middle of Zental Keep. You probably are going to get jumped.
Okay. Good to
Though
know.
by that point, if your renown's so great that they know you, you probably are going to beat the jumpers pretty easily.
I was about to say, at that point, they would just probably, like, no one will be friendly to you, but no one will have the guts to face you at that point, I would think.
It's like,
Luke Skywalker walking into Jabba's palace.
Oh, yeah, probably.
yeah, at this point, you're not even a... Well, you are a bit of a blip because you made friends with some people who like to talk you up.
Yeah, that was
Solo.
Hey,
Yeah.
since we're done with that, why don't we go get that troll skull? I bet it's still down that well.
We could, yeah.
I am going to ask the black stuff, like, as to what our obligations are. Like, we aren't being told shit all, really.
Oh, right now you are what I guess you could call the training phase, or when I find some easy missions where I need some extra hands, I will be asking you to go upon them. And yeah, so it's pretty easy. But as you advance and eventually become a member of Force Grey, you're my go-to people. When I need something done and I don't want certain people to know, I call on you to do it for me.
Okay, we're the gopher.
Ooh,
Understood.
Let
Yeah,
us
you
know.
be my right hand, my Force Grey, my gray hand. I didn't name the organization. The other Black Staffs did.
Well,
That's valid.
if there's a troll, let me know, because it was really fun to fight one.
Also interesting, gray hens. The gray is spelled differently than Force Gray.
That's dumb. That's
One's the
probably an
European,
editing
one's the
error.
American.
That's probably an editing error.
I was gonna say, but which is which?
It's been that way since like they created the group.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
So they just
Amazing.
left it.
yeah.
Why not?
Wow.
It's like we can't remember. Let's just keep going with it. It's technically correct.
I mean, it's not any different in real life either.
Yeah.
So I guess let's head to the yawning portal,
All right, so you get to the
and that's
yawning portal.
in.
Wait, why are we going drinking?
No, we're going to go try and recover that troll's skull from down the well because Patience wants to hang it up somewhere.
Dude, we
I
live
mean,
in
it
Troll
is
Skull
called Troll
Alley.
Skull Manor.
I
It's thematically perfect.
understand your idea, but isn't it a bit presumptuous for us to go down the well and back unhurt? Do you really
Oh.
think the troll is still down there?
Well, the troll is dead, so hopefully we just be taking its skull off of its dead corpse.
And
Unless you
not
think
like
something
pillaged
may
by
pop up.
someone else?
Who else would want the troll skull?
We can ask. I don't know. Trolls are kind of a big thing in that city.
Justice.
Like, there are like many different roads and places named after trolls.
I mean, the first thing I would think of would be the other goblins down there just picking on the troll, you know? I don't know.
I mean,
That
worst case
was
scenario, we ask Durnan,
Mhm.
and he just says, "No, you guys are pitiful, and you can't go down there."
Excuse me, pardon me. Okay.
Watch the horse, yeah.
No, the horse should watch me. He
Yeah,
looks really.
the
he looks.
traffic watch isn't out right now.
Patience has one level of exhaustion when he says that too. So, he looks like he just got out of the gym or something.
Like so sweaty.
Actually,
Oh, when you're in winter clothes too. Oh,
I actually think tieflings do not sweat.
Hey, listen.
Yeah.
They
Sparkle.
I think they just smell like brimstone a little bit more than normal or something. I forget.
It all depends.
More than normal.
So you smell like rotten eggs.
Fun.
Oh boy. Patience doesn't know and he doesn't care. He just keeps going.
Like someone constantly farting after Taco Bell.
Just like every once in a while as
Tacos?
we're walking, I'm just gonna start just presto. Presto. Like every 5 minutes.
Thank you, Rogh.
Does anyone else smell lavender?
yeah.
No, Lavender's not in your group.
Might want to swing by a bathhouse after this. I don't know if they have one here.
It's
Oh,
Waterdeep. They got
That's fair.
practically everything here.
So I guess we go into the yawning portal.
Right, you walk in, you see Durham. You're serving some drinks. Bonnie's like, "I'll be with you in a minute. Why don't you sit down?"
I'm gonna head to the bar and sit down.
Patience sits as close as possible to him at the bar.
Rogue's walking in and he's like shooting finger guns at everybody like, hey, good to see you. Hey, how's it going? How's that leg?
Oh hey. Oh no, that guy's probably fucking dead.
Oh,
I
is
was gonna say,
Yegra
I'm
still
like,
here?
Is that dickhead who started shit with us still here? But no, I think we beat the hell out of him. And
Oh,
left him
I
dead.
dropped him at the watch. Yeah.
Yeah,
He's in
Agra's
prison.
sitting in a corner. You see a kind of more burly guy crying, walking away. And she's just scooping some money towards her.
Well, let's gonna go over and flirt with Yegra then.
So after a bar fight,
I elbow Patience. I'm like, hey, you should see if you can beat her in an arm wrestling match. I'll give you a gold if you win.
Sorry, I was trying to read up on descriptions of tieflings. Who?
I thought
Okay.
you were just like,
The big
Staring.
ass half orc in the corner. I told you to go arm wrestle her.
Oh,
Well,
hell yeah.
While they're doing that, I'm going to sit down by the fire and see if Three Strings is around. And well, actually, even if he's not, he was going to start playing.
Redemption round, go!
Redemption.
Does
round.
he have disadvantage because he's exhausted?
Yeah, he does. And also,
Patient, you walk over and it's like,
this is
so Violet, as you're sitting there trying to start chatting up Yagra, Patience walks over and just kind of like, hey, arm wrestle.
Let's go.
Oh, Lord.
You got this,
Shadows
Jaeger.
across the tavern dying of laughter.
Ooh. So what you get?
I'll tell you what I got on both dice for funsies. 5 on the first dice. And 3 on the second dice. So I got 4.
That sure is a lot lower than her 22. Sorry, 21. So you sit down and she's still just talking to you. It's like, yeah, my day's been going but good. Just beats you, brings you back up and beats you like 3 times arm wrestling. And you're just like, yeah, it's like almost nothing.
No
It's like when a little
effort
kid
whatsoever.
starts messing with you and you just like turn them around without even considering they're there.
Sounds about right. At least you didn't flip me over the table and into another one.
That's what I expected.
I was expecting a broken arm, so you went. That was better.
She's distracted talking to Violet. She's not focusing on breaking the arm. That's
I believe she's the associate that I knew at the beginning too, so.
Okay.
She's just used to you coming up all the time. Like, okay.
I like to think I
You're
cast
like, this
thaumaturgy.
time.
I cast thaumaturgy in my eyes to make them like on fire or something. So like I'm like over the top like anime powering up stuff, and she's just like, nah, it's just whatever.
Nope.
No big deal.
Don't be a fool.
After dying of laughter, I'm gonna see if I can motion Jordan over.
Comes over, just puts a beer in front of you.
I happily take said beer. So I know that at least with that idiot, I point to Patience, he's probably still nursing a very bruised arm, that the yawning portal would fuck us the hell up. We were wondering if the dead troll is still down there.
He said he's like, I've been down.
If we promise to not die, can we go down and get it?
Nope.
Damn.
Sorry, Patience, lad. Looks like you'll have to find your troll skull somewhere else.
He's just like, you can promise not to die. You will die.
I mean, it's just at the bottom of the hole.
Patience is like, he already fell out of the chair. I'm assuming she like just knocked him out of the chair. And his hand, the other hand comes up, and he goes, I don't promise that. Can I go get it?
You all die down there.
Worth
Can't
it.
risk it.
It's a skull, Patience. It's not worth it.
No, surely there'll be another troll. You know, later, someday.
We get one every month.
Oh, you see there? Just wait a month. By that
Have you
time,
seen anybody in the room that looks like
A
heavily
troll?
no, that looks like heavily armored and badass?
It's a yawning portal. You see a couple.
Patience.
I would like to approach the closest and friendliest looking one.
Ooh. Well,
pick one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yagra?
Friendliest.
friendly. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Who do you find? I got a whole list of people here, so let's see.
Patience just perches on top of the well like he's a cat, and his tail's just going, and he's just looking down at the well like he's gonna sit here for a whole month.
Like, I know we haven't done a whole lot, but is anybody actually missing any HP right now?
Nope. I don't think we actually got a fight today.
I'm
No,
still missing one from 2 sessions ago.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I don't know if we've actually had a chance to have a rest since
No.
all this shenanigans started. We kind of just went right from 1 to 1 to 1 to 1.
I think we
So-
have, because remember I got brain whammied? So you guys had like
That was a
full
short
night
rest, I think.
Well, we had to wait a whole day while I was brain dead for a whole day because what's her name didn't have that spell prepared. We had to come
if
back
that
the day
happened,
later.
yeah. Okay, if that happened, then I'm full.
Okay then.
Yeah.
You see a woman sitting in a corner. She's wearing like a breastplate, really shiny and stuff. She's just sitting there by herself, reading a book, drinking. The way she wears her armor and has her sword on her hip, she looks like a very experienced adventurer. It's not that new, unused stuff that you younger people have.
I'm gonna
Oh,
get
she's got silvery white hair.
I'm gonna get a refill of whatever it is she's drinking and bring it over.
You go to ask Durham, he's like, you want to buy her a drink?
I mean, how much is it gonna cost me?
She has a special wine. You can't afford that.
Fuck.
He makes something. That's 5 silver.
I
Would do. Unless you've got an extra 100 gold in your body somewhere.
You're a
Good
funny
lord.
dude, Durnan.
She drinks the special Mithranor stuff.
I don't even know what that is.
Well, now I'm curious
An
how they
ancient
afford
noble
it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna go approach this lady.
She just looks up. Can I help you?
I was wondering if I could give you a business proposition and we show the wine.
She's like, I think you've misinterpreted.
no.
what kind of
I
bar
want to
this
hire
is.
you to do an adventuring thing for us. Just a
want to-
minor thing.
Hire me. Okay.
So we've recently acquired a tavern, and we were interested in mounting a troll head on the wall, but Durnan won't let us go down on the wall. We were wondering if you'd just go down and pick it up and bring it up, and we'll reward you for your troubles, for the inconvenience.
She's like, you want to pay me to go down and retrieve a skull head. A skull head. What the fuck? Troll head. Troll skull. Ooh, that's what I get. It's too early to start drinking. Not sponsored.
And we wish.
And how much were you gonna pay?
How much gold would you say the lot of you have on your person?
I beg your pardon.
I'm carrying 2.
Yeah, that's probably what's happening.
She's like, oh. It's like, Durnan. She's asking me to retrieve a troll skull from pay.
What? No, that's mine. You hear from patients at
He
the
gets
at
up,
the
she's
well.
like, I'll get it for you if it's still there.
Thank
She
you.
just pats you on the head.
You just got blasted hearted.
I did.
You're like a little child that's like, could you get me the candy at the candy store? My mom won't let me go in.
You fucking owe me patience.
As she starts to go
Got
down,
you
Durnan's
humiliated
like,
by a badass warrior.
He didn't ask you to do anything.
yeah, Durnan's just like, go get him, Storm. You're going to have such a challenge down there.
I assume we get like a hearty bar laugh where like,
Um,
everybody laughs or something.
Yeah. History checks.
Storm?
Okay.
Was it? Oh, wow. Actually did decent on that. Let's see.
I got a 17.
Also 17.
14.
I got a 10.
Well, that kind of fits, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Ouch.
The other, what did a Violet get?
14.
14. Okay, Violet, the name sounds familiar. It's like on the tip of your brain, but you're not sure. But Patience and Rogh, when you hear the name and look and see the hair, the outfit, and the passing resemblance to Laurel, the Open Lord, you're pretty sure that might be Storm Silverhand, the Bard of Shadowdale, one of the higher ups in like the Harpers, and one of the Seven Sisters, pretty famous adventurer. Just starts going down.
Would she happen to look like this?
That's her sister.
Oh,
but
okay,
similar.
okay.
Like
All right.
that.
All right.
Wow.
I guess
can-
Violet is like distracted in the meantime.
I will take a picture and send it to Discord.
Oh my
Boy.
Good pick.
Bad picture. I do apologize.
One of us should have been a kobold, then we could use our pity ability to just make people do it because we're just so pathetic.
I feel like that's what I did.
Kobolds are awesome like that.
So I sent
Last,
picture.
just be sure you're extra thankful.
God damn.
Very nice armor.
As she's going down, I'm like, the whole skull, one piece, please.
I'm gonna wave Thana over, and in between choruses, I'm gonna info dump that to her. I'm gonna impress upon her who she just spoke to.
Actually, Patience is looking down the well. How deep is this well? Can he see the bottom?
Nope.
He
It's
does
over
have
100.
the Devil's Sight stuff, so would that help at all?
120 feet. Potentially, then. Give me 1 second.
Actually, I mean, she's probably had quite a few exploits of her own. So after he finishes his first song, Rogh is going to shift to a ballad of the adventures of.
Okay, so
Storm.
the well is just beyond your double sight, like good imaging, but there's still that little like blurry stuff. So you kind of after a few moments see her like step down, walk away a little, and then about 10 minutes later she starts.
Well,
climbing back.
during that 10 minutes, I'm going to elbow each of them and be like, hey, I promised her money. Can you show you spot me for a gold? I know it's a lot, but 15 gold is about as much as I can do.
Violet is going to hand you over to Gold. And she's also gonna give you like side eye, like, don't you see I'm busy?
Everyone keeps trying to block me.
It's true.
Patience
Look at
is
him,
like,
patience. I'm like,
if no one's stopping him, like half his body's like leaning over into the well because he's really trying to see her the whole time. It's not
I'm just like
that's gonna-
prepared to grab his belt if he overbalances.
Thana, would you ever just yank him by the tail and get him out?
I can.
So
His
yeah,
tail,
like I said, it's about
his tail is going like this, like a cat who's curious, you know, just like flicks like a
10
whip
minutes
every
or
once
so
in a while.
later. You see her just climb up, throw a burnt, somewhat not quite decayed yet. It's only been like 2-3 days,
Ugh.
And
but
Chris,
kind of ate a little troll head. Just
Sweet.
what do you say, Patience?
Hell yeah, this is awesome. He gives her all of his gold, but not his silver.
she's like,
How much gold do you
Nah.
have?
10.
She's like, it's fine. It wasn't
You can't see it for the
Good
beard, but like that is blood red.
You can see on Patient's face it is also red, but I mean, it always is.
Always.
He just looks that way.
I'm gonna start dragging a rotting troll head out of the room then.
Patience looks like he was already trying to, but obviously I don't think he's going to get
I
anywhere with
will help
exhaustion.
patience drag a troll skull out of here. Which, like, we probably nauseate half the people in the bar because it's been dead for like 2 days and it already stunk when it was alive.
surprisingly. Trolls smell a little bit better. Decaying flesh is an improvement.
Oof.
I like to think that was Volo that said that or something
Probably.
in the
It's
book.
in my new book.
I'll wrap up my song and stand up to leave, and I'll bow politely to Storm and say, Thank you for not murdering my idiot Frizz.
Oh, I'm not that kind of person.
Oh, I know, but they're those kind of people sometimes.
Thanks.
Patience.
Gods love them.
He's probably holding the troll head by the hair, like around his shoulders, and trying to like backpack it.
You're doing like that kid thing where like you're trying to help, but it's mostly Thana behind you. I don't know. What is your strength? What is mine?
I think yours is better. I would hope so. What is yours?
I mean, I'm a monk, so I'm mostly dex. Oh shit, I'm a 10 strength,
Oh,
but I've got a pretty damn good athletics.
I'm 13 strength, and I do have proficiency in athletics.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
I'm surprised.
You're actually stronger.
I'm surprised actually. Yeah.
So, Patience, any idea how the hell we're gonna get this thing to get the nasty rot off of it? Because I'm not really putting it up in the tavern until, you know, it's not fleshy and decaying anymore.
There's this really good technique. It's called burning it,
Okay, that's fair.
and then you just flake off the ashes and stuff, and the skulls remains. I wouldn't know from
So-
experience or anything.
There is a thing, though. Where are we gonna burn it? Because I
And-
get
and-
the feeling that the neighborhood of Northward, where all of the rich people live, aren't really gonna be happy with us torching a skull in the middle of the road. And I don't really feel comfortable with you torching a skull in the middle of the wooden tavern.
No, we need to take this someplace like a fire pit that's way the hell away from town.
You
I was actually thinking maybe the Butcher's Guild.
that would be good if you want to eat it. There is the tanners
Yeah,
Who
that one would be pretty good.
do dissolve and take flesh off of bone. That's
Ah.
something to do. Or
Cool.
what's that other profession? Might be the same guild.
Could we take
Oddly
it to
enough,
the guild,
Violet's
barbecue
family
guild,
is
and then marketed like troll flesh barbecue as a specialty item?
I'm gonna go with a probably not. Nobody's gonna buy that, my dude.
I mean, something eats trolls. Something was eating on that troll down there.
Yeah, goblins and monsters.
Well, good. Then you've got yourself a goblin barbecue shop.
Kevin, I didn't really expand on Patience's family on his backstory, mostly because I randomized it on Xanathar.
yes.
But
If
would
you,
we? Do you think, for the sake of convenience, maybe my family does taxidermy and stuff?
I mean, of all the favors to pull.
At least my mother and my father is definitely not around. At
Yeah,
least-
so you're adopted or cousined or something?
well, I
don't know
mean,
what-
he's busy in hell doing things, so
So he's a lawyer.
yeah.
Or a elementary school teacher.
Hey.
Oh, sorry, middle school.
Yeah, probably middle school, actually.
So which kind of family member? Because your backstory is a little.
It's for those at home and for everyone else in the party. I literally did like the D100 rolls, randomized charts in Xanathar's. So there's a few conflicting things in here that we might change because it doesn't make sense. It has comfortable lifestyle but lives in a rundown shack.
Yep.
So maybe not the rundown shack, just like a normal house or something. And
Maybe like you had a comfortable lifestyle growing up and you just like lost all your money.
You're ghetto fabulous, as we say in Baltimore. Oh, why did I say that term?
Live in Dockward, but like dress like you're made of money.
that actually fits with how he is so far. I mean, he got that stupid sickle that's just a normal sickle, but it's all fancy and crap. It's got a purple vest with a bunch of useless pockets on it.
But yeah, I can say you have like a sibling or a cousin who might work for the Skinners and Tanners. That's about as close to taxidermist as you get.
All right, so I guess we're heading to Dockward then. That's where most of those guys are, right?
Dock ward or field ward.
Okay.
Where is closer?
I think Patience's siblings would all also be tieflings.
Except for the one. You think he might be adopted, you're just not sure.
Does anyone actually tell Violet or just leave her?
Patience goes to explain his family stuff to you about as
I'll ask.
about
Rogue
as
to
much as
touch
what
Violet.
Is what I just
Yeah,
said.
okay.
Little to no detail.
So, field ward or
weren't you-
ward?
Trying to like make time with somebody. Violet,
Sorry, what?
I said, weren't you trying to like meet with somebody in the tavern?
I was flirting with Jaeger while you guys were doing the
that's what I
troll
thought.
thing.
You were making time with Jaeger. I
So
didn't want
yeah,
to disturb your date.
I guess I'm gonna have to excuse myself to Jaeger. Be like, I need to help my friends
We need
again.
friends.
What are friends? But
You know,
like
people
understandable.
you don't kill.
Terry. He left his hoof right under my foot. Not his hoof. He's got a hoof that he chews on.
He's a destructive boy. It's literally a cow hoof is literally the only chew toy that he will not destroy within a day.
It gets a bit jagged, and he left under my foot, and I was like, thanks.
So, I'm following wherever the fuck Patience is going because I have yet to determine whether or not we're going to field ward or dock ward.
I
think everyone's following Patience.
I would say since it's a comfortable lifestyle, Doc ward would probably not be the place.
Well, that's not where you live. That's where they would work.
That's where the
Oh,
yeah.
okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah, this tanning and skinning are very odious jobs, so they don't want them near the proper people.
Yeah. The difference between dock and field ward isn't technically part of the city, so there is no city watch there at all. It's pretty much the lawless end of town. Dock ward is just stinky.
Believe it or not, I actually have a song for that.
It's stinky.
No.
Stinky cat.
Okay, we get it. Random person in Cleveland who's honking.
Yeah. So we head dockward. How hard is it to carry the skull? Should we try and rent a cart or something?
You're pretty sure no one's going to allow you in their
That's fair.
cart with a.
Oh no, I wasn't
decaying
talking about like a
skull.
carriage. I was talking about like just rent an empty wooden cart and we'll push it.
Violet's just gonna carry it for you, unless Patience wants to carry it all the time.
Patience looks like he wants to carry it all the time, but I don't think, and Kevin needs to make an roll medicine check. He might die of exhaustion.
Yeah, no, I'm going to pick up Patience in the skull.
So you guys walk to Patience's. Let's see.
I'll leave your choice at either of those siblings I put in the Zoom chat.
You see your brother, Art. Well, you smell his job first. It smells of like lye and decaying matter and stuff.
Hey, we're almost there.
Yeah.
Oof. I did go, boys, go.
So you see it.
Okay, which smells worse? Patience's BO or where we're at?
This place.
Well, considering there's a couple tieflings working here and they sweat also, and you say that it smells like brimstone, you have the lye and chemicals, the rotting corpses, or they're not quite rotting by the time they get to them, but the dead corpses,
Rotting troll skull.
yeah, and sweating tieflings. It is quite pleasant if you had no nose. So it is quite heinous.
Yeah.
Your brother comes up. He's like, "Hey, patient."
The fuck is that? Hi.
Hey, check out this awesome troll head we got.
I'm like
He looks, he
underneath the
sees
troll
Violet,
head.
he's
and
like, "Look, I don't know what you heard, man. I don't know what there are no bodies here."
Hey, man, I'm your older brother. I got your back. Don't worry about it. Shh.
I'm curious, how attractive is this tiefling?
Attractive?
Are you just gonna
Well,
roll 3d6? and
According
add
to
plus
your
two?
nose, not at all. But if you get past that, about 13 charisma, so a little
Not
above
that
average.
bad.
Patience is probably the looker out of his siblings.
It might go up a point or two if he showered, because right
Oh.
now there's that odor where it's just like, man, somebody's been using Axe.
Oh.
Violet is just gonna say like, I am not here on business. Do not worry.
Oh, good. Yeah, not that there's anything wrong.
We're here to give you business.
This is a legit skinnery. Everything is legit.
I believe you.
So, what brings you here? You normally don't visit.
Okay, so check this, right? We just got ourselves a manor from this Volo dude, right?
Oh,
It's on Troll Skull Alley, and I'm like, you know what would be awesome at Troll
Skull?
Yeah.
And Violet is presenting the head.
So
Oh,
I was like, hey, I know a really awesome brother who'd totally be able to make this skull look really awesome.
so you want me to take the dead skin off and make it shiny?
Yeah.
Presentable.
Yeah, like put it so we can have it like in front of the door frame at the front.
Okay. Well, you know I'm not a jeweler, but I can freshen this up, take the flesh off so it's a nice white, or
Yeah, nice
whatever
white-
color Drow skulls end up being.
I think clean is the word you want.
Yes, very clean.
Is their skeleton white or is it like a different color? Maybe
I
it's
guess
like
we'll find
black or
out.
green.
Yeah, I've never done a troll skull before.
Same.
I don't think it'd be too different than that horse skull you did.
Well, the same techniques, hopefully. I mean, acids can dissolve that easily. The insects might have a little trouble, though. Huh. I'll see what I can do. Sounds like a challenge. The boss shouldn't have a problem.
Sweet.
And
Thanks,
remember, my name is Art, but people call me Artie because I like to party.
What do you got?
Is that so?
Mad.
Patience,
Oh.
Patience looks back at everybody and has like the hand like this. And
No.
he's like, he says that to everyone. Just whatever.
And it's just gonna pull out like an old receipt from our laundry and write down our new address on it.
Another place to party.
Yeah. It kind of looks like shit right now, so maybe just knock.
Well, I like your brother, Patience.
As you're walking,
Yeah. As we're walking back, I'm like, I'm covered in Trogor. Maybe we should stop by a bathhouse.
Oh, that'd be an awesome
last-
name for a character on our play, Troll Gore.
Presto.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
Presto does clean you up. Doesn't give you that after bath feeling, but you're clean.
Well, at least I don't smell like troll now. Thank you, Rogh.
Always a pleasure.
All right, well, I know about you, but it's all in my beard, so I'm gonna go find a bathhouse.
No, you use Presto on you. It's gone.
I did everybody.
Yeah, but it doesn't. There's
No,
the feel.
you
of
don't.
it.
Yes, you don't need a bath to clean. You might want a bath to just feel.
Pretty.
Fresh.
Yeah. He's barking in his sleep,
The
or he has the hiccups.
Oh,
I'm not one. But I'm getting a little broke here.
My hotel's the cleanest one in town.
As you guys are walking by, some random guy.
Just talking about bathhouses.
Yeah, buddy. I mean, if as long as it's not like the uber expensive one, I can probably afford to help most of us with one. Probably want to go to one like in Tradesward. Definitely not in Northward. We can't afford them.
if are you, Fana? Are you inviting us to your bathhouse party?
Yes.
Let's do that then.
I'll go in
Yeah.
for that.
Bathhouse party. Or, eh?
I mean, he could
Not-
use it.
Not far enough away. Not far enough away.
Rogh will definitely put up some gold to help with the expenses on this one.
Patience,
I mean-
Patience literally gave away all of his gold. So
I already gave you 2 gold,
Oh,
which you
I thought she-
didn't have to
Accept-
spend.
Yeah, she wouldn't take your gold. She wouldn't take mine either.
oh, okay, I see.
The
how it
gold is still with you, so you got 2 extra gold.
Patience seems offended and just says he doesn't have
Okay.
any gold.
No. She said it was a to help you out, young people.
Aw.
Help get you started.
So
My
you go to
trophy.
transport and you find Estashia's wondrous bathhouse.
Sweet. Head in.
You go in, very humid, kind of moist, especially since it's getting cool outside. So you open that door, and it's just kind of like comes out. If you
Right.
had glasses, you couldn't see shit right now.
I'm glad I'm not me right now.
Oh my god, I'm just imagining Violet in like little teeny tiny spectacles. It's adorable.
You walk in, and one of the clerks comes up. It's a halfling lady. She's like, "So, baths, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Got special treatments, or just the general
How
basic
much is
bath?
the general basic?
General basic? 5 shards apiece.
How much is the fancy stuffs?
Depends on how much you add to it. Because we can put you into a private one with perfume, masseuse, pedicure, manicure, and brushing. That
Do you have
runs
a
about
menu?
2 dragons.
Kind of into that.
Patience puts down 5 shards, and he's already going into the change room.
There you go.
Yeah.
In.
And you said it was 2 gold for the premium package?
Yes.
Okay. We're both going to put down.
She looks over at Violet, looks back at you for a special package. It's a little bit more.
Is she saying that to Violet or to Rogue?
Both, maybe?
Rogue.
Oh.
She's just keeping an eye on Violet, making sure that she's not like, "You're busted" or something.
No.
Can I roll an insight check to see if she's sleeping?
You can roll insight to see what she's referring to.
Oh, okay.
I don't think
That's a 7.
I need to go around the lower wards more often. The respect, I guess. I'm joking.
would he get advantage on this because he's that kind of bard?
Yeah, I think so.
That's still good. She's talking
Okay.
about a special ending.
Ah,
after
the happy ending. Yes.
Happy ending after the massage.
No. We haven't time for that.
She's just gonna look around everyone. She's like, I thought we're just taking a bath and drinking some ale. No?
We are.
Wait, is that legal?
What?
Bathing and
Drinking
drinking
ale?
ale?
No,
Yeah,
the special.
No, that's why she's not saying it outright in front of the cop.
I mean, prostitution is 100% legal in Waterdeep.
Is it?
Isn't it? Then why is he being cagey about it?
Then why'd they rename the street? Damn it!
Because they're trying to be progressive. Nobody calls it that. We still call it Slut Street.
But then why is the bathhouse owner trying to be cagey about it in front of Violet? 'Cause-
Maybe they don't have the permit. Who knows? The permits are like 250 each.
There are
Whatever.
permits and stuff from different guilds and churches you need for certain things. So
they have a guild of sex workers.
they've been trying,
Probably.
but the Church of Charres has been fighting it.
Oh,
It's probably like one of those unofficial guilds. Like, it's actually a guild, but it's just not sanctioned by the city.
Yeah, because the Church of Charres, who is the goddess of hedonism, sensual pleasure, and stuff like that, is currently fighting for the
The rights.
rights for them to film an official guild of Jenny's and Johns.
So I'm pretty sure you said you tried to say to form a guild, but it sounded like you said film a guild. And I'm
Well,
like, that's a very different kind of guild.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, whatever it takes to get gold, I guess. Anyway, so Patience is like
Are we in a sauna now?
he's
I feel probably
He's-
the Soon Church would be trying to help Charis with that.
Oh yeah, the Patience. Do we have a towel? Do we need a towel? Is this like public, like both, like just guys only and girls only, or?
it's co-ed. So some people like towels, some do not. Though it is polite to wash off all the real gunk before getting into the bath itself. So they have like a wash basin before, kind of like a Japanese
Shower.
bathhouse.
Yeah.
Furo. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Patience.
Rogh took take
Patience
care of that.
is pretty confident and shameless, so you can just imagine that. And
Yeah,
he,
I don't
he's
believe
just
that
like
occurs either.
he's just like, yeah, woo, and he just like almost cannonballs in, but he knows the rules, so he doesn't run or cannonball.
Are we gonna roll butt stats again?
No, we're good with this one. We're just that people imagine at home. Or
Well, I think it's very clear that Violet has like 200 abs. Somehow.
200.
Yes.
yeah. Yeah, Violet's muscles are probably bigger than your head, patient.
Yeah,
Probably.
probably.
She probably could just squeeze and pop your skull.
Is there like a hot tub jacuzzi equivalent? Like
It's all
one
heated.
pool that's really bubbly hot?
It's
Um,
heated,
cheap.
but it's not quite as good as Northward heating. So it's more like warm overall with no real hot area. You think it might be one, and you see a gentleman sitting where that would be, where they're pumping the heat in. He's just sitting there like,
Oh, this is you're
that
getting
is
too
just
real
bubbly.
now. They're just taking the spot. All right.
Mhm.
What Violet is gonna breach is that, well, you do realize that once the inn gets going, since it's in the Northward, you will be able to afford much more accommodating places than this kind.
Well, yeah, eventually, but for the moment, I'm working off of 13 gold, so.
I don't
You-
suppose it occurred to anybody we could install one of these.
I
In
don't
the
know
mountain.
if we'd have room.
Maybe upstairs. Not for public consumption.
Like
I think it
maybe a
just
big
means
tub.
bath,
We
not
can't.
a
Yeah.
bathhouse.
This sounds like a very big investment, though.
Yeah, that's a lot of money. That might be like a thing that a renovation we do after the tavern's been up for a while.
Hey, who let
Oh,
the
for
sheep
sure.
in here?
Brought a goat into the bath.
It
What
just
insolence!
front's like, come on, you're not allowed to bring that in here.
I like to think
Put it
it's.
outside.
I like to
He's my
think.
friend, though.
I like to
He's
think.
just a wizard. It's my familiar, man.
Familiar laws.
I like to think it's just sitting in the bath, and Patience just goes over and pets it in the head. It's like, good goat.
It's just like eating soap and shit.
It's a living.
Turns out it's a druid.
I could totally see that.
He forgot to wild shape out. It's long as a druid.
It's a
Well,
druid
it's
that's
like-
old enough that he's done 2E rules where you can occasionally get stuck in your form.
Violet is gonna try and politely point out, sir, madam, you're a sheep. You might want to wild shape back.
Uh,
I mean,
Oh.
why? Why though?
I'm gonna feel really silly if that's not really a sheep.
thing just polymorphs a little. It's like, person with a big, long, looks almost like a goat without polymorphing.
Nice.
Hard to tell.
Yeah. So after like a good long while, Thanadis got like all new braids and buys new little beads and stuff for her hair and.
Oh, can I get Thanadis to braid my braid anew, since it's probably all messed up at this point?
If
She
you
can
want
do all the fancy braids.
if you want the really good braiding, that's extra shard. You can also get some lesser blading for about 3 nibs. The difference is like wooden,
Blading?
stone kind of beads versus like
Oh no! Oh, I'm sorry. I'm putting peanut butter and apples, and I just
basically
dropped
it's the
my
quality of
peanut
the
butter apple.
The bead.
braiding material and stuff.
Oh, I can pay 3 shots. That's nothing.
I'll do 3 shards as well. Because dwarves are nothing if not
We will
He
soon
got
be
the hair.
rich.
Yeah, Roth's
I
not going
mean,
to get
you
a
at
break
least.
in. Like he thinks he looks like a nice idea, but he's going to go with the long and wavy flowing look.
Patience looks like he's about to fall asleep in here.
Probably.
Is it too warm for patients?
No, this is almost just
Too
right. It's maybe a
comfortable.
little cold, actually.
Oh,
Yeah, he's got fire resistance.
okay.
This is a cool shower for you.
But he's like all the way down to where just his face is above the water.
Alright, so after several, like half hour, however long you guys want to just stay and bathe.
So,
I guess we're celebrating, kinda.
yeah, while we're hanging out, be like, okay, so what's the first plan that we have? I know we have a bunch of people we need to talk to.
How are we going to refurbish the house? It's kind of a mess.
Well, I can take care of some of the light refurbishing and decoration, but we will need some fresh furniture.
I think we're gonna need to have. We're gonna have to have a patron. We're gonna have to ask somebody to help bankroll this and then pay them back.
How about that Neverember guy?
We could ask Neverember.
You know who is in the neighborhood? I could ask my sister
Oh,
or my brother.
I mean, if you're up to that. Personally, I know how much it sucks having to go to a family for money, but you know.
I don't know. I'll ask my brother. But
Well, there are other people that we can go to. Like we could talk to Neverember. And there's
can we
also
thank
like,
him?
I mean, he's usually at the yawning portal, right?
Actually, a good question is the person did. I mean, no bad word spoken against the good Lord, but he did gamble away quite a lot of money, from what I understood. Didn't that get him in trouble in the first place?
Neverember?
No,
There's
I
his
think,
dad.
yeah, he was kidnapped because they were gambling.
No,
Like-
no, Violet is assuming this now.
Oh yeah, no, like Thanos explaining. No, he didn't get kidnapped because he gambled all his money away. He got I'm like looking around to the rest of the crew. He got to like the other strangers and stuff. I'm like, no, he got kidnapped because they thought he knew something about where his dad hid all that embezzled money.
Just hear a random guy. Damn, Neverember.
Okay.
Well, do
So
you really
he might
think?
still have money.
Yeah, but he didn't find it. The stashed away money. I mean, we can ask after
Yeah.
all, but I'm having my
Um,
doubts.
But there are also some guilds. Like I know that there are a couple of guilds that are kind of rolling in it and also like to have their money in other different pots so that they can get more income.
I'm gonna go check out the Carpenters Guilds and see if we can get an estimate. I don't
Have
even
you
know how much
ever?
money we need?
Patience. See if you've got any scratch and dent stuff.
What?
Lightly damaged furniture.
So good.
Anything that couldn't sell as retail. It wouldn't actually look bad.
There's a store like that in Baltimore. It's pretty nifty.
Oh, I was just from what I know from the Carpenter Guild stuff, I would think they'd have a representative come to our place and look it over.
Probably, yeah.
I'm just going to point out: did any of you ever dealt with guild politics?
I
I'm
don't
not
have time
actually
for that.
part of the guild, but I have worked with several of the members of the guild for most of the forging guilds. Like the I've done some stuff with the hang on, I'm looking for the thing.
Actually, that Rogue's been a pipe up. You know, I did grow up watching me negotiate business. So
Yeah, I did some work with the Splendid Order of Armorers.
Skillsmiths and metal forgers, maybe?
Yeah, and both of those, but I'm not actually a guild member.
Well, then you know how cutthroat and aggressive they can be in their dealings.
It depends on which guild. Like some guilds are more friendly than others. Like I've heard that the Bakers Guild are generally pretty decent.
Okay, admittedly, I have not
and-
dealt with the Baker's one.
I've heard that the League of Basket Makers, the guy who runs that thing, is like just a big old teddy bear of a grandpa. And
Okay, another one I haven't worked with.
kind of rolling in it because everybody needs baskets and stuff.
you know what occurs to me, Then, Violet. Actually, if if your family's not in the market to be investing in a new product, they might have the best idea. Who would be interested?
That is correct. Yes.
Yeah,
So
the solemn order of recognized furriers and woolmen is probably the one that Tal has most experience in.
okay, so
And they are super fucking cutthroat.
I am going to suggest I'm going to talk with my sister, and then we can see further as to whom we are going to ask. If you want, you can go and ask Never Ember in the meantime.
Okay, so things. Never Ember. Violet Swim. And then the Carpenters Guild. So who wants to go with?
I'll accompany for Never Ember.
Who all's going Never Ember?
Maybe Rogh, you go to Never Ember, and then me and Patience will go to Carpenters Guild.
Aye.
And then obviously Violet goes to her friend.
We might need to go to the cellars? Wow, that's spelled really weird.
Cellars, maybe, yeah. I don't know how well insulated that wine cellar is these days.
Well, it's the Cellars and the Plumbers Guild. They're both the same guild.
Oh yeah, the plumbers, we do need that because like the water's coming out brown.
Do we think that perhaps any of the vintners or brewers might be interested in making an investment in the enterprise?
Well, that's what I'm hoping to learn from my sister.
Yeah.
Godspeed. And he's, if no one else is going to have any suggestions for anything else, then he's going to go ahead and make his way over and try and find the whereabouts of Never Ember.
So, jump cut?
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna have Ocean's 11 scene where it just pans to everybody's different spots where they're doing things simultaneously.
Yeah, I like that.
So, who wants to go first?
Nice, Rogh.
I mean, I'm fine going first with the Carpenter Guild and all that.
Well, I'm hoping to get information, so why don't I go first and see if I can learn anything at all?
Okay.
That's maybe smart.
So you make it up to Talmos' house. You see several of the guards outside, see you, like, they look at each other like, hi.
Hello.
Surprised to see you here. Huh?
Occasionally, I've been known to visit my dear family. Don't be like that.
Just saying nothing. But welcome back. Welcome back. Walk in. And where did I put the document?
She's gonna ask the guard, is perhaps my sister in?
Just trying to get the names real quick. I can find it.
Okay.
There we go. Okay. I just gonna remember the names off the top of my head. I found them. Oh yeah. So he's like, lady, Hyra is at the family estate working with some of the workers out there trying to make sure we're prepared for winter. Because winter's coming and hunting animals, you got to change what kinds and stuff.
Oh, so ever fruitful. And what about my brother? Is he in?
He is currently at the Amakathara's villa. He's trying to talk some shop with them. One of your cousins is in, Delsinger. You know Delsinger's like not directly with the family, but he does own and operate. He's good with the guild, so he's got his own kind of wealth going too.
Oh, okay. Well, I could maybe pump him for information. No. She's gonna ask, Guard, would you mind announcing me to Dulcinger then? I want to speak
Okay.
with him.
Be back. Comes out. Follow me. I'll take you to him.
She follows?
He walks into kind of like the day room kind of thing where you have those stupidly little tables people sit at to drink and eat brunch.
Do they have the little tiny tea sandwiches?
Yes.
And like extremely tiny cups.
It's like, Del Singer, that's Violet. And you see Del Singer. He's a relatively large, robust man. He's wearing very, very rich clothing, like wool from like mammoths up in the crown of the world. Lots of gold jewelry. Looks like he has dragon skin boots on.
Mm.
And overall, pretty wealthy, middle-aged, little bald spot on top.
And since we did have the time, Violet would have changed out of the watch clothes into something more deserving of a noble.
He's like, haven't seen you in a while. How's things going with the watch?
Oh, the watch business is as usual, you know. You catch the ones that aren't fast enough to run away. And how about you? I'm hearing your business is doing well.
Yes, we doing pretty good. Of course, winter's coming, so our going to go through the lean period, so to speak, when we have to wait for the animals that are going to hibernate to go to bed, and the other guys to start going. Though we have recently got a shipment in from Kalimshar of some camel. It's kind of rare up here. I don't think their skin is really that good, but we can tell people it is because it's rare.
Yeah, you can sell the name after all.
Yeah. So, just came for a pleasant visit, or you looking for something?
I'll be blunt. I am interested in business. See, I've funny enough fallen into the possession of an establishment, a rather rough down inn here in Northward. Maybe you've seen it, the one on the Trollskull Lane.
No, Trollskull Manor?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that place has been abandoned for a bit. Used to be very hopping. Used to be very popular back in the day.
Yeah, and the issue was that it has been haunted, but me and myself and my friends have managed to deal with it, and now we are looking to make an inn out of it. Now, of course, I do just work at the watch. I don't have the capital just jump-started immediately. So I was hoping maybe you could tell me, since you do have the expertise, about who I could go to ask for some investment.
Investment? Well, the Baker's Guild's got a lot of bread. Yeah, they're pretty wealthy. Fortunately, there's no true church of Joaquin in the area. They're normally pretty good. What kind of establishment are you trying to make? The inn, tavern?
Your usual tavern, you know, just drinks for the most part and entertainment. We're kind of hoping to lean in on the entertainment, you know, just to differentiate ourselves from the other Northward establishments.
Now, if you're looking for some noble-ish houses instead of the guilds, there is house Rosnar. They are trying to rehabilitate themselves, and they might be willing to flaunt a little cash to help them out because they had some history in the city that's not too pleasant and really need the good publicity.
So I could ask them for some patronage in that case.
Yeah, potentially. They could be willing if you want to deal with them. Not many people want to because they're past.
Can I roll history to know what the hell it is about?
Yes.
Oh, that's a 19. I don't think I have a bonus in history. No, 19.
They were banished because they were into smuggling, slavery, and other crimes of that nature.
As you do.
Yeah. But they are attempting to get that disgrace off the family name. They've recently moved back. They were exiled for a while. Now they're into winemaking and gem trading and stuff. So they're trying to go legit.
Well, that is quite interesting. I will consider it. Perhaps I can invite him to a ball or something. And do you have any other angles I could go at, Philip, perhaps?
Trying to think of some families or groups that would be interested in a tavern on Troskull. There might be some groups in the alley. If it's something that can increase business to other businesses there, they could be willing to put some money, discounts, help out, because it would be good for everyone there. So I would also check out the neighbors. Though the one problem with the neighbors, you don't give them their return. If they invest, they know where you live.
Obviously. But that is a good idea. Thank you. I have not thought of that. That should be enough to go off.
Tell you what. You're my favorite adopted niece. Or cousin. Sorry, cousin. Who's that?
The only one, yes.
Wow.
I don't have a lot of liquid capital on me, but I'll loan you
exposure.
50 dragons. Who's on 50? It's not much, but it's what I got on me.
And do I need to repay you in some sort of favor, or?
Oh, no favors right now. But he looks around. If later there just happens to be kind of a family drama where certain cousins are trying to take over head of house, if you want to be on the winning side, if that ever happens, you can always use the extra backing. You know what I mean?
That doesn't sound shady at all.
I wanna. Okay, I understand that what he's saying. I want to roll insight if he's actually involved in doing something with my brother.
Okay.
And I rolled an 11.
Insight to check and see if he's planning to murder my family.
Okay, that's a 12.
12. From what you can tell, he's not planning anything immediately. You do know that there are times when families, especially ones with a small nuclear family, like your brother and sister, where cousins and stuff will try to essentially coup them out and take over as their line controlling the house, especially since this cousin has children and is older, so he's probably trying to position himself so that he can be like, they're young without children, they don't belong, give it to the big guy. And normally it's not super violent. Normally it's more of a political maneuvering.
Well, okay. Well, Violet would know these things. Me, as a player, I didn't know that. Oh, that's good to know. Violet is just gonna like take the gold and be like nodding and like
Non-committal.
yeah, non-committal. Well, in any case, thank you, Dalsinger. You've been a great help. Maybe I'll see you on a evening out sometime.
Yeah. Good chatting with you. We should do it more often.
Mm-hmm. Goodbye. I guess that's it for me. I do want to try and contact my sister via, like, is there a post in this place?
There is something that's a recent development that your family has some extra of. They don't like using it for frivolous ideas, but it's called a paper bird. You write your message, it folds up to an origami swan, I think, and flies to the person that needs it. And then they grab it, unfold it, and read the message.
Totally
I
not
love
one of
it
my
so much.
favorite items in the module.
So your family does have a stack of those. In other words, they don't want you to be like, "Hey, what you doing?"
Yeah, it's not for that. Okay, I'm going to like just join one of those in passing if I can.
Yoinkage. Yes.
Okay, I'm going to use that to write to my sister later. I'm going. It's not going to be complicated. Basically, it's going to be flowery, but she's just going to ask her like, I need to talk to you. Come visit me in Trollscode Manor.
Right. And that is that. So next is who's next? Rogh. All right.
Okay.
You sent me something here.
Yeah. I had a 16 on my investigation check to figure out the location of Neverember.
All right. So you figure out one, you know where Never Ember lives. Two, you know he doesn't go there often. He likes to avoid it, though his friends hang out there, and they like to party. And three, he's at Trollskull Manor.
How convenient. Then I'll just head there.
Yeah. So you go there. You see him sitting at a rough table outside with I got her name. Oh no, my book.
I felt the whole world collapse for a moment.
Aina, which is Violet's maidservant.
Oh, she collapsed from all the work.
She hung out at the manor, right, to help put things back together.
I left her to work at the manor, yeah.
Hang out.
So the
I
two
hope
of them
she's not making out with the bloody ghost.
Just got like her feet up on the table. The ghost is just pouring drinks.
Yeah, they're sitting at a table. They're both eating an ice cream. Right.
That's nice. All right, so I'll walk up and I'll give him a brief but respectful bow and say, "My lord, imagine my surprise. I was searching the whole city to find you, and lo, you were right here in my front yard."
I was trying to find Volo, and thought maybe he was talking to you guys because he showed you the manor. He wasn't here, but they had some good ice cream. I've never had ice cream before in a while. It's good.
It's quite charming, yes. Very fond of the place.
Mm-hmm.
My lord, regarding the establishment. So,
yes.
As you were aware, Master Volo recently sold us this place. But as yet, we are very young in our adventuring game and have not yet acquired the capital required to renovate and start up this area. Would you be knowing of any possible avenues of finance or any place we might be securing some investment? Perhaps you yourself might be wanting to take an interest in our interesting project here.
He's like, about that.
I'm going to roll a 22 for persuasion.
I can get blood out of a rock. He's like, investing. Haven't done that in a while. Trying to keep. You sure you want my name associated with the place? After.
You can be a silent defense.
Okay. I don't have a ton of just expenditure because, frankly, I spend it on other things.
My lord, I completely understand. However,
But
if you would be knowing where we could find some capital, that would be also extraordinarily helpful.
well, there's some guilds who act as bankers. Here, a lot of people go in with the bakers, not the candlestick makers. They're cheap.
The Baker's Guild. So they're the ones who've got the bread.
Yes, they got a lot of it. So there's them. Patronage from different noble families potentially. Though with that, you don't go to them; they come to you. Thankfully, I've been spreading the word of your deeds. Thanks,
Oh.
man.
Word
Thanks.
of mouth truly is the greatest investment.
But tell you what, do you a solid. When you're up and running, send me your first 3 months. Wait, let me see how it goes. Your first year's worth of guild taxes and expenses, and I'll pay them for you.
Oh, my lord, that is very generous.
Just send the bills. Nowhere, I'll come to it. You send them to my house, I will not find them.
Understood.
I check with the mail, but my friends go and party, and sometimes I don't get my mail. I think they put in the fire.
Oh my.
They're fun people.
Then that bit of unpleasantness dealt with. What kind of ice cream are you having?
Oh, this is their basic vanilla, I think they call it.
I don't think I've had the vanilla. Sounds thrilling.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Also,
So
I
he's gonna-
tried one of their Blackstaff Blacks. It's a
Hey.
coffee. Normally, this stuff's pretty damn expensive. These guys are selling it for nothing. Don't understand it. Oh, that's strong.
A mystery for another day. But he's going to dash over to the ice cream place and grab one of whatever Nimrimmer's having. And he's going to ask if you can join them and have a seat.
Yeah, sure. It's your place.
Well, yeah, that is presumptuous to sit down next to, a noble like that. And he may be moving up in the world, but he knows his station.
You see, Never Ember is a little uncomfortable with the whole, making
Cast
them,
thing?
being him a bit above you guys because he doesn't see it.
Well, seeing that, then he's just going to start loosening up over the course of an ice cream. And
You do recall, this was the guy who was drinking with Floon in the dock ward at a seedy rundown tavern.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's fine. So that's how he'll spend his time. And I guess we can move on to patience.
Where was Patience going?
I believe Patience was going to the Carpenters Guild or the Plumbers Guild, one or the other, maybe both.
All right, plumbers or carpenters. So, oh man, where is that list? I like all these lists and I gotta find them. One of the issues is they're shared with me from Katrina, so they're not in my normal folder. This little screen froze.
He's. We don't need to really fully roleplay this out, but Patience pretty much to be expected. He's gonna try to just get to the gist of it. And oh, did you hear any of that?
No,
Okay. Patience is probably. We don't need to roleplay this out. He's just gonna get to the gist of it. He was like, "Hey, I got a house need refurbished. Wanted to get a quote and have you guys come over and investigate." That's pretty much all he's probably gonna do.
Okay.
See how much it costs.
Yeah.
That's the whole purpose of this.
Yeah, you go to like the Carpenter Guilds basically HQ.
Yep.
And the guy's just like, you could have just went to a local carpenter for this. You didn't have to walk all the way to Trades Ward when you didn't need to.
Whoops.
Yeah, I think there's a guy up Trollskull Alley. He brings out a book. The bit now. There's a gentleman there who's a member. Might be able to help you out.
Oh, thank you.
His name is we call him Tally. His full name is Talislavanar Fellbranch. They call him Tally.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, he's up there. Should be able to help you. He's good, paid up, won't overcharge you.
While I'm here, do you know of any... I know this isn't your guild, but I'd assume we could go to probably a plumber nearby our place as well instead of going to the headquarters, right?
Yeah, you don't have to go to the headquarters unless you are typically, at least with our guilds, if you're doing a big project like building a house from scratch, then you might come to us so we can get multiple carpenters to help. But if it's just renovation, just find someone who works for a guild. Make sure they have the guild seal of approval, because otherwise you could be getting shit material.
Okay, understood. Thank you.
Good luck.
Yep. He probably would hire a carriage or something after this. He's done
Do
enough
you want to hire
walking
a carriage,
today.
or do you just want to jump on the Rogh, the bus?
He would like
It
to
really
jump on
sounds
the
like
butts.
he's drinking at 9 a.m.
Who stops?
Can't stop, won't stop. Anyway, he gets on the double decker. Yeah.
Because that's only like a nib.
He gets on the double decker butt.
Don't we all? And what was Thana doing?
At first I thought she was going to go with patience, but then it occurred to me that I might want to stop and talk to someone at the Vinters Guild.
Ventures.
While Patience is on, he's of course up on the second story of this double decker. And he's probably at the front center if he can.
Whee!
I'm just imagining like a dog with the window down.
No, it's like Titanic. He's just like arms out.
Or the pig commercial where it's got the pinwheels. Whee!
Oh yeah, Patience probably would be that immature idiot who would have one of those and be like, "Wee."
Just- Can you thaumaturgy a pinwheel? No.
I could press the digitation one if I had
You can?
that. If I
You
had
pressed
that
it?
spell,
Oh, if you had pressed.
I do not. Warlocks do not get it, unfortunately.
No, that's right.
All right, so right. So Thana goes to the Ventress Distillers and Brewers.
Yeah.
Nice. Let me find them.
If you're looking for them, they're way down at the bottom.
Oh, why are they so long? There you go.
They should be alphabetical. I may or may not have made a giant document with all of the guilds and who runs them and what their
because
dues are.
They are important. So it's alphabetical.
Correct.
Do you have them under Vinter?
Under Vinters, yes.
There they are. Okay. Contact level. So you go to Southern Ward to the base of operation?
Mm-hmm.
All right. You go to the House of Good Spirits. So you walk in and you see the master there, who's the main person people talk to. Turns around and is like, sorry, but I'm not really looking for new members at the moment. Or she, sorry.
I wasn't really looking for a memberhood. I don't know how we would set it up, but I've recently come into ownership of a tavern, me and my associates. And we were wondering what we would have to do to get the licensing, of course, to sell ale and wine and whatnot.
Good. Guild approved wine is the best one. Same with the brews. I will send a representative up with a sampling of different things and the pricing.
Okay.
So they'll meet you in a day or two. Their name
Okay.
will be Hammond Craddock.
Okay. Okay. And then I'll give them my address and.
Ooh, Trorskull Manor. No one's been there in a while.
Yeah. Hopefully it'll be nice and beautiful when you arrive, or at least better than it looks now.
You're right.
That was pretty quick. Do I know who I would talk to for the Fellowship of Innkeepers and like taverns and stuff?
You are aware that once you say once you're starting
Most
up,
people will come to us.
those people come to you.
Okay. Then
You
I
could
guess
go to them early, but they generally, once you're like, we got a inn and stuff, they send a representative because they're like, inn? It's like cocaine to them.
yeah, then I guess I'll head back home.
Oh, hey, Volo.
Do y'all want to gather at the manor?
I figured that's where we would, yeah.
Okay.
You
Well,
probably
while
see,
it is... sorry.
probably see patients immediately get out of the double decker and go to the bent nail. Doesn't even head towards the manor at all.
No, I'm gonna be sitting there eating my ice cream.
I'm going to wait for patients then.
Right, so you go to the bent nail. You walk in. The room you go in contains a display of ornate wooden furniture, as well as a section of bows and crossbows, and arrows and bolts. The wall behind the counter is lined with rows of finely carved wooden cranes, quarterstaffs, and shields. And you see a half-elf male wearing a brown tunic, basic grayish-brown leggings, regular shoes. Pretty simple-looking fella. It's like, how can I help you?
Hey, you remember the Carpenters Guild, right?
I am.
Hey, me and my bros moved over at Trollskull Manor, and
Oh, nice. The place has been closed for a while. It's nice to see it open again.
yeah, would you be able to be of hire to refurbish?
What kind of refurbishing are we talking about?
You know, like not make it look like a rundown mansion.
I'll see what I can do. I will be over maybe tomorrow morning with my supplies to see. In the meantime, I got some nice stuff here, including this desk over here. It's mahogany.
I hear mahogany is the best.
I also have this interesting writing desk here, small. It's actually from wood, not native to Torel. It's called Valen wood, or also known as ironwood. It's from a plane or a planet called Kryn. Apparently, it's as strong as steel. How they carved it, I'm not sure. I haven't tested it.
Would you be able to make like a sword or something out of it?
It's a desk. I guess you could. I mean, break it, but it's worth a lot more as a desk.
Okay, I'll think about it.
I'm just saying.
What?
Something rare that I currently have a copy of, or a piece here. It's pretty pricey, but since you're going to be a inn owner, you could maybe buy it later.
Don't be in too much of a rush to sell it. We might get it.
I've had it for a while. It's pretty pricey.
We definitely might get it. The do you know of anyone in the Plumbers Guild that we could look into nearby? I doubt
Plumbers
it.
Guild. I know someone. I'm not sure if she's
Maybe two halfling brothers, one red themed and one green.
Oh no, you can't afford those guys.
Oh, okay. I hear they're busy with the dragon turtle and shit.
I'm not sure if he's does residential, but Orif Battlehammer over yonder. He points to. Do we have a map anywhere? The map you just created.
Oh, yes. Give me a second.
Okay.
I think it should be pinned in the Discord.
If you bring up the map, it should be House 12.
Nice.
He's like, over there, Orf Battlehammer lives. He is a member of the Sellers and Plumbers Guild. Again, I'm not sure if he's does residential repairs, but he would know someone.
Okay. Let's see. Oh my god, you guys uploaded so many pictures. Okay.
Sorry.
Immersion.
Alright, so I'm going to open up this. Oh, it's not that big. Okay. Save. I'm going to put this in the overlay over top of our title, at least briefly, for this episode. If I can. Troll. Alright, thank you. And Patience goes to leave.
Yep.
Yeah.
I heard feedback of my voice somewhere.
Yeah, I pulled up the Twitch
Rogh
chat.
is eating his ice cream. Violet, I think, showed up. You see Patience get off the bus. We're just call it bus for now. And just beeline to the vent now. Spend a few moments. Beeline out of it. And are you heading to their house or to the inn? Or manor?
I'm heading to this plumber place or whatever.
So he just makes a beeline for another neighbor's house.
Does any of you know what Patience is doing right now?
Violet's just left in the street, like trying to get his attention, and he just ignores her and keep going, like.
Yeah, pretty much.
So you get to the house.
Yep. I'm completely covering everybody with this, just so we can see the map. Where did you say... Okay, so obviously the big circled one is Troll Skull Manor, where we're at, correct? Mm-hmm. Then where was I at? Which building number?
Vent now should be T2.
That's like 4 doors down from us.
We got I got A's and I got D's, but no T's.
It's one of the ones that are already on there in black ink in a circle.
Oh, okay, I see it now. And then where am I heading now?
A12, is it? She renumbered it on me.
I'm sorry.
Again.
It's the updated one is in the Discord if you look at it.
If it's A12, I'm literally just going across the street, but further away from you guys.
I mean, it's all on the same street.
Okay. Yeah. So that's there for our viewers at home, so they get a scale of what this neighborhood looks like. Maybe I don't know. So I'm gonna minimize the map now. Pull it up later if we need it. Boop. Okay.
Knock on their door, or you got a little bell. The moment the door opens.
He goes to knock, and he sees the little bell, and he goes to very gently get the bell, and he just like rings it violently.
You hear, I'm coming. Opens. You see a 14-year-old. You think half-elven boy is just like, can I help you, sir?
Yay, hi. We need some plumbing work and stuff. Is your
you want to speak to the master? He's not in right now. I can take a message.
Okay,
on the job.
I just moved in Troll Skull Manor. We were just wondering if we could get a quote. Maybe he could inspect it later or something.
Okay, I'll let the master know. Ooh, that'd be nice to have someplace to drink.
Aren't you 14? Sorry, no offense, but you look like you're 14.
There's no minimum drinking age in Waterdeep.
There really isn't, though.
Well, we'll make sure we get a good glass of milk for you. And he leaves.
No, trying to poison me? So.
And then I'll spend the 2 copper or something to also get on the
And
bus to get home, considering I'm literally the entire way of the city away from you guys.
oh, also,
So
which building's the ice cream place?
right next door should be
A6, I think. A6.
A5.
The little tiny one.
Oh, the little tiny one? Okay. So Patience looks like he's coming back, and he immediately darts off towards the ice cream place.
Again,
God damn it.
seeing it.
Violet's just
Hey.
like, we need a leash for this motherfucker.
Actually, okay. I'm going to walk into the. Wait, can I? Yeah, okay. I'm going to walk out into the street, and I'm going to cast command, and gonna use the approach part. The target moves toward you by the shortest and most direct route.
Just walks into oncoming traffic.
God damn it.
He walks over.
And also, just for everyone else, Violet is wearing fancy, like, ball gown type of clothing right now. You've never seen her out of uniform.
Hey, I was just going to get some ice cream. Hi.
We'll get ice cream in just a moment. Would you come with me, Patience, please? I have some information. But before I start, did anyone else find anything out that could be good for us?
Yeah, the Carpenters Guild will be coming over to inspect the place tomorrow morning.
Lord Neverember
Oh, okay.
volunteered to pay all of our guild taxes and dues after 1 year.
For 1 year.
Oh, that is quite generous of them. Do they expect some sort of interest?
Not that he indicated. He just
I mean,
said
we did kind of
your
save his
invoices
butt.
along, and well, no, save your invoices. He'll be by periodically to pay them off.
Okay. Well, that's good. Fana, did you find out anything?
So I went and talked to the Vinters, and they said they're going to be sending someone out to give us a quote on the how much the booze is going to cost. I think that's all I did. Oh, and then I was gonna go check out the Fellowship of the Innkeepers, but I believe the guy at the Vinter said that most everybody will be coming to us, so we should probably have somebody here like pretty regularly to actually receive all these folks.
Well, does anyone volunteer, or should I move in here? I do have Ina here already.
I will definitely volunteer to move in, considering I'm still living out of a crappy little tavern.
I think Mida would take it as a great sign if I got the fuck out of the house.
Well, I guess as soon as we furbish everything, you guys can move in.
Yeah, are there like beds and stuff in the bedroom? How furnished is this place still?
There's some beat up beds that were still there. Like, mattress on the ground. We need a little prestidigitation on that sucker.
Yeah, we need to take that crap out back and beat it. Okay.
Well, in that case, Fana, Rogh, and In can take turns. Sorry, what did you want to say?
I was saying, I don't suppose anybody asked the carpenters about the scratch and dent items, like beds.
Nope,
That might be in the quote that they'll be giving us when they come by to look at the tavern tomorrow.
Yeah, hopefully.
I mean, there's only so much we can do without them being there in person.
So...
Did you say Presto works on the mattresses?
It says it fixes soil itself, right?
It was
Okay.
cleaning, yeah.
As long as it was not torn up, then yeah.
Oh, there's still stuff it doesn't fix, but it's
There's
not
still
going
like
to
mold
be
holes, but it's
nasty.
not dirty.
Right. It might have like a couple. They probably don't have springs back then, but like straw and stuff sticking you in the bum and stuff. But
Right.
you're not going to
So
have the urine stain on it.
Today, at the end of the day, Rogh starts to say, today I cleaned all the things.
Patience helps with the cleaning. He does like the dojo thing where they got like the towel and they're just like hands on the ground and they like run forward and just like the mow the lawn kind of thing where they comb
Nice.
the floor.
Very cool.
Violet is gonna just say, before you go off and start cleaning for you moving in, I did, and like she's shaking a sack full of dragons. She's like, I did gather some investment. As for our future, it is very good that we don't have to deal with the guild taxes at least, but we will need some money probably. I have a possibility of some House Rosnar. Has any of you heard of it before?
History
Have we?
checks.
History checks.
I know everything about it. 19. Just kidding,
Oh.
not everything about it, but
So,
14.
I miss being a smart character.
Patience. You know it was a exiled house. You said you got 19, right?
yep.
Okay. It was an exiled house known for smuggling, slavery, other crimes like assassination, murder, thuggery.
A house for murder.
That vanished. But it's recently been welcomed back from exile. You're not sure what they did to do that, but they managed to get back into the city, and now they are trying honestly to be legit.
Being a legit murder house, got it.
Yeah, they their headquarters is in the C Ward. Oh, something in the C Ward for once.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's Thunderstaff Way between Copper Street and Shield Street on the High Road. It actually has an address.
Patience lore barfs that to everybody.
Well, I'm surprised you know about them, Patience, but yes, we could possibly pump these people for a considerable amount for good publicity, basically. Just the same way I came about in this place. So I'm going to leave Eno with you to help, and I'm going to see if I can get myself invited in their circle and ask them.
You know it's getting very late.
Not today.
Oh crap! That place is probably gonna close. He hurriedly runs to the ice cream place.
Wilder's just like holding her hand up to her nose. God damn it.
You go in.
Then
and
will
you-
join. I'm into the ice cream.
Yeah, you have to stand in line for a bit. There's like these 3 gnomish
I have
children.
to go help the dog. He just threw his hoof into a box.
So there's 3 3 gnomish children, and it looks like their mom is just she's done with life or done with the day. It's just like, yes, get the ice cream. Come on, let's go. And they're all just like can't decide on their flavor. Like one of the youngest ones looks about 9-ish, just changes their mind
Every
2 or
5
3
seconds.
times before settling on, the most basic salt and chocolate. So after about 6 minutes of standing in line, you get there and
Patience is hopping up and down behind him like he needs to go to the bathroom.
you go up, and the silver dragonborn's like, "What can I do for you?"
He goes to
You
look.
came, you were just here a couple hours ago.
Yeah, I really like your ice cream.
This morning, I think.
Nice. Same flavor, something different.
And he's just like looking around at him nervously. He's like, "I'll go with that supreme chocolate chip."
Elements just supreme. How many scoops?
Yes.
It's 3 scoops, 3 nibs. Yeah. Would you like to try a sample of our S&W root beer?
Sure.
He hands you the cone when you give him the 3 nibs. get you one of those small little cups. It's like,
He just like has this cup, and he has his ice cream, and he just
And
takes
a
some of the
bowl.
ice cream and puts it on top.
it's like you've discovered the magic.
Tana rolls up behind him. I'm gonna order Saloon's Minty Moon.
It's like, how many scoops?
3.
It's 3. It's like, would you like to try a taste of our
Oh
S&W
my
Ruby?
god, yes.
Get you one of the small cups. There you go.
How much does 3 scoops cost?
3 nips.
Okay.
And behind you walks in Violet with the ball going completely out of place. She's like, "Can I have a triad, please?"
Did you say try it?
A triad.
Oh, yes. That's automatically 3 scoops. Did you want 9?
Oh my god, that sounds amazing.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Just get like a giant bowl and take it back to the tavern with us.
Yeah. She's a big girl.
They end up giving you like 2 cones if you want the cone. They also can put in a bowl.
A bowl,
might be more
perhaps. I'll bring it back. We're here.
That's disposable.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow. Practical. Thank you.
Yeah. They
Can I get that
found a
tears?
supplier.
Can I get tears juice of justice?
Yes, you can.
I had so much fun naming this shit.
Did you want the collector's mug?
What does it look like?
God's sakes.
It's a stein with a symbol of tear on it, and it's made of like porcelain.
And he
How
goes to
many
get that.
pens do you need for it?
That's 5 shards.
Man,
You good?
Patience is like, I'm almost out of money. I wonder why.
So, 5 shards, and they hand you the collector's.
Sweet.
If you bring it back, you get a free refill a day.
Sweet.
Make sure you wash it first, though.
Aw.
It gets kind of grody if you just don't wash it.
Okay.
Yeah. And
So
I guess
that's how
we
we'll
had-
end the day, yeah?
Yeah, there's like that montage of us eating our ice cream and then just spending the rest of the evening cleaning and moving furniture around and prestidigitating the mattresses.
So, next morning, did everybody spend the night, or did some of you leave?
Violet is gonna go home.
Okay.
I spent the night there because I suddenly don't have to pay rent on a tavern on an inn room anymore.
So the next day, Violet, coming in, you see a lot of people coming into the alley. You think they're the servants and maids and all those people. They don't normally live with the upper middle class. They might have 1 or 2 living in, but in the morning as you come in, they're coming in. The whole thing's coming to life. All of you smell this delicious baked smell in the air as this one shop in the corner, it is, where are you? Give me 1 second to find that. Why have you forsaken me, Control F? There you go. Yeah, so at number 14, A14, I believe. It's A's, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, A14, you see a line forming, and people are going in the shop and out, and they're holding donuts. And they're saying,
A14 on the map is that one right above the end for north on the compass on the map? Right?
if that's what it says.
Yeah.
You can only bring so much
Yes.
up before crashing my Zoom.
Oh yeah, it is.
Okay.
So
Aw.
tiny.
Yeah, I'll try to make a better version of it later. We just bought D&D Beyond, so I just now have the opportunity to get a much clearer picture of the map.
Okay.
That'd be nice.
I popped up the map too. That was more of like a... It's hard to spot if the map just suddenly pops up for people watching.
Yeah.
So you're all, yeah, so you see this line, people coming out. And you
Thanadis.
notice an interesting thing that they go in, and some of them are walking out with this piece of paper, going to the Ring of Winter, and coming out with a cup with steam coming off of it, basically coffee, drinking it. And sometimes they go to the Ring of Winter, come out with a piece of paper, and go over to the baker's and come out with a donut.
Dana's probably sitting up near the turret room window meditating for her key in the morning, but is getting very distracted by the sweet smell of donuts.
I think Rogh is probably going to step out for coffee and donuts for everybody that's spent. Well, you know what? Just for everybody, and they can have their coffee and donuts when they show up in the morning.
Patience has his bedroll out on the where is it? The tap room floor.
We have mattresses.
He has his bedroll out on the tap room floor.
So you're standing in line, Rogh?
Yes, I guess so.
Oh, well, since Violet is coming from the home, she's also in the line. And she's like waving.
Okay.
Oh, hey there.
What was that?
Yeah,
Patience-
just a guy standing in line with a cow.
Patience immediately wakes up from the manor and is like, "Cow!" His hair is all messed up. He's got like the most bedhead of bedheads ever.
So you finally get into the baker's and you see a female halfling and a couple other people in the back, and she's just handing people donuts, taking the money, making little boxes for those who need, or bags for those who need more. It's like, hey, I haven't seen you before. New to the neighborhood, or are you coming from the other blocks?
Oh, no, we're new.
Yeah, we're renovating the Troll Skull.
Oh, nice. The place really could use an innovation or renovation. Make it something useful. Neighborhood needs that.
Aye.
Well, we are thinking about turning it into a very nice and pleasant tavern.
Nice. Yeah, that'd be good. Someplace people can hang out at a night. Maybe a restaurant. That'd be nice. As you say that, none of you saw this. Well, actually, you probably saw when you walked in after Patience. You see a gnome woman, same from the other day, with 3 kids, but she's calling them different names, maybe, and they're acting a lot calmer this morning. And she's just standing there waiting behind you guys, just like, hi.
I mean, it's the morning and they're kids, so.
I'm going to roll an insight check and see if I can figure out what strikes me as odd about this.
Well, there's 2 sleepy.
All right, so that's a 13. It's early.
Last night, well, did you go get the ice cream and stuff with them?
I don't think he did.
No, but I was out there on the front porch when they went in. So
He was, yeah.
Yeah. So you think when they walked in and out last night, she called the youngest kid Glim, but now she's saying Brim. So you're not sure if you misheard or something.
Oh, okay. I'll just tuck that in the back of my brain.
So as the halfling talk is like, so have you had any of our delicious donuts before? No?
No.
Good. How many do you want?
So I'm gonna just kind of rattle off real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4.
4. Meanwhile,
Actually, 5. I want one for Ina as well. I think she deserves it.
4.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Oh, they come by the dozen. Oh no, just 1 dozen will be fine.
Well, we sell individuals too, so you can get 4 if you want, or 4 dozen.
Mostly a joke. Because
What's
real
going
life
on?
cat absolutely fucking loves donuts.
It's like that is a shard. Do you want the baker's special or the ice cream special?
What's the difference?
Ice cream
Baker's special, you get an extra donut. For the ice cream special, you get a coupon for either a free coffee or a free 1 scoop of ice cream at Ring of Winter.
I'll be taking the coffee. Patience.
I think
probably
the others
have-
would like the ice cream, yeah.
You hear echo
Well,
down
I
the
think-
alleyway of Patience at the manor. No.
And may I ask you something? And I'm just guessing. Do you're the owner of this establishment, maybe?
Yep, been the owner for quite a while. Let's see. About 4 years or so.
Because I really like this whole coupon thing. Would you say once we open our tavern, could we maybe strike a similar deal?
Perhaps. I'm normally only open in morning hours, but we can work something out.
That sounds grand.
I'm sure we can send tired people down for some donuts and coffee around. I'm sure it'll help everyone's business.
Patience, I was going to bring coffee back for everybody this morning. So, I mean,
I think at this point,
even the AM.
I think at this point, Patience has definitely left the manor now, and he's just like,
Run out of patience.
and he's just like, and he goes over to the guy that's behind you with the cow, and he's like, cow, and he's like poking it.
Patience. Coffee. ice cream with-
Coffee? What's a coffee?
Oh, I think you'll like it.
Oh, Jesus Christ. He's never going to sit still now.
Oh shit!
We fucked up.
I'm gonna run out of spell slots.
He's just moving so fast that action that you have in command will only last for maybe a second or two. So it'd be like,
Damn
sit.
You're one of those people that coffee calms down.
Okay,
Let's have that happen.
so he gets. Wait, does this place have coffee, or we would have to go to the ice cream place to get the coffee?
You just got to
Yes.
jump across the street with your coupon.
Okay, he literally jumps across the street with the coupon.
Hopping.
Yeah, I'm just imagining him like a ballet leap, like legs akimbo.
Wait,
Like the camera pans like the long shot down the alleyway, and he is flying
Across
out of
the street.
doorway. Yeah, exactly. He crosses the whole street in one bound, just out of one door and into the other one.
like a small child, because he's not proficient in acrobatics.
Patience,
Just
roll
enthusiastic.
a perception check as you go to the next place.
As you crash.
Perception. Are you sure about that? All right. Oh my God! Like the ones I'm not proficient in, I roll really high. Dirty 20.
Nice.
Okay. As you go in to get your coffee, you notice a gnome man with a couple kids, and for a split second, you're just like, look back to like where the donut shop is, and you swear you saw a double for a second. You're like, what? So you go up, you see a white dragonborn this time. He's like, you've seen him before, or her, sorry. You've seen her before. Watch it. Like, what can I do for you, my new favorite person? Coming in 2-3 times a day?
Well,
Yeah. Might have to put you on the loyalty plan.
ooh, what is that?
Every so many drinks, you get a free one.
Oh, I got a free one now. As he pulls the coupon out.
Blackstaff coffee. Could I interest you in an ice cream, a pumpkin latte also to go? Maybe a double?
Sure.
Now,
Oh,
the basic
Jesus
is
Christ.
free.
Give him
The other ones
espresso.
do cost a little more.
I'll go. No, I'll go that latte thingy. It sounds good.
Okay. So with the coupon, exchanging the coffee, it goes from 4 nibs to 2.
Okay. Patience.
So here's a Paragon's pumpkin latte.
Patience walks out, and he's already got like half the coffee done, and he gets back to you guys, and he's like, "What's up?"
Sorry, Jerry.
This coffee's pretty good, I guess.
I'm beginning to wonder if you've ever heard the words impulse control in your life.
Probably not. No. His name is literally fucking Patience, and he's the worst at it.
I know. I'm beginning to believe he was ironically named.
So Thana went
You believe.
downstairs and got like plates and cups and everything, realizing because she saw her friends in the road, and then realized, oh, these are filthy. I'm gonna go to a well because our water is disgusting.
So you get some water, come back.
Yeah.
As everyone is basically buying the food, you went out, get the well water, and as you come back, you see a half elf standing there. It's like wearing basic brown tunic, brown leggings.
Can I tell what guild he is because of what livery he's wearing, if any?
He's not wearing livery.
Oh.
He's just wearing basic outfit at the moment.
Hi, I'm Thana. I'm one of the owners of this establishment.
You can call me Tally. I own the bit now. I said I'd be coming over to...
Oh, yes, from the Carpenters Guild. Yeah, come on in.
Oh, hey. You try his coffee stuff?
Did they drug your coffee?
Huh?
Yeah, then it's just looking at you weird and is going to invite the guy in.
Goes in, he's just like, here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
He's like, So, what you looking for?
I don't think we need any big structural work done. Mostly just shoring up, making sure insulation is good before winter. We probably have to talk to the cellars, but I don't know how sturdy the wine cellar is. And we're definitely going to need new beds because we basically have ratty, ugly mattresses on the floor.
What budget are you looking for?
Would you say that Violet is back at this point yet? Because I don't actually know how much money she thinks we can get from these people.
Huh? Okay, Violet is gonna walk in with a donut in her mouth and be like, "Oh, pull it out. Fana, who's this?
This is Tally from the Bent Now. He's with the Carpenters Guild. He's the fellow that patients that would be coming by.
Oh, well, welcome, Fana. Welcome. How can we assist you?
Well, it's I who should be asking you what you need assistance with. You guys said you need some work.
He was asking what our budget might be.
Yeah.
This is the Northward. I want something respectable and adequate. I don't want for this tavern, once we open it, to feel out of place. At the very least, the first floor where we're going to welcome the guest, I want it to be presentable. Our quarters do not have to be nearly as extravagant, but you can make them functional and pleasant if possible.
So...
I think he was asking about how much money we'd be willing to spend.
Oh, that's going to, yeah. I am not a carpenter.
Well,
Can you give us a ballpark? And
how much would this normally cost?
Yeah.
You hear from
Build the
patients who's just casually sitting at the messed up bar. He looks pretty
to do
chill.
like the minimum of what she asked.
Let me get a...
Meanwhile, Thana has washed off one of those dishes and is pounced on some donuts.
Rogh is going to pipe up at this point and remind everyone that Lord Neverember offers to pay for guild taxes and expenses for the first year.
Did he say expenses as well, or just guild? Because this isn't a guild.
As taxes and expenses.
This technically isn't considered a guild expense.
Yeah.
That'd be the fees and
This is repairs.
Yeah.
All right. So labor.
Yeah, their expenses is essentially
It's mostly paying for the labor.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. It's like, give me a second here. Basics, no frills. Yeah. They give a number here, but they don't break it down properly.
Anyone else feel like zen?
I mean, I did meditate this morning, but clearly you. Did you cast a spell on him again? Because, like.
Not since this morning.
I don't know. This coffee's pretty nice, I guess. You continue sipping his coffee.
Or he's looking around. He's like, now using what you have to fix up, repair, and using minimal new supplies, I can get you up and running for about 300 dragons, low end. If you want fancier, I can do that.
Okay.
300 sounds very acceptable. As I mentioned, I want the first floor to be more presentable. Rogh, did we say we want some sort of place to present our entertainment?
Yes,
the stage.
We're doing a band stage.
Building a stage without us existing.
So that will probably hike up the cost a bit.
Yeah.
We could do this in stages. We don't have to go all at once.
Yeah, that's true.
So
I think right now we should just go with getting a place working.
That's
Well,
true.
I want an estimate.
do you want it something that can be taken apart easily or permanent? Permanent.
Permanent.
Let me look at the map of Troll Skull.
Oh.
We can always just put tables there if you want.
Patience slowly gets up from the bar, goes over to the main doorway that goes into the front entrance, and he's like, maybe something sturdy enough to hold a large-sized skull. We were gonna have something cool at the front of the door.
Yeah, I was going to mention that as well.
He's like, okay, so if you want the stage in that little nook area, which on the map, talk about this,
Yeah, that's
it's going to be more expensive than if you want it in the main area.
No, the acoustics wouldn't be good if you put it in the corner like that.
Yeah, no.
Not a musician, carpenter. Just saying. So, I can build a basic usable stage for about, for you guys, 75 dragons.
And then how about a mounting for a troll skull that's about yay big?
And the sign,
possibly on the outside, or maybe like above the fireplace.
I was going to think, over the fireplace or over the front door.
I'll be honest, I'll just do that for free.
Okay.
It doesn't take anything. I just put a couple pieces of wood in.
Yeah, don't
I'm not an interior decorator.
Oh yeah, no, we'll just
I
where
make
we want it.
Tables, chairs, bows, arrows, crossbows.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. That,
I will take care of the decoration, do not worry.
That desk
I've
you were
got my
talking-
sister on my way.
Sorry, what?
Did we all just talk over each other? Sorry.
Go ahead, you first.
I just said, I've got my sister on my way for that.
Oh. Patience at this point has that scarf around him, and he could swear he almost has a black-rimmed glasses on, metaphorically. And he's just holding his latte, and he's just like, yeah, you don't gotta worry about that. We'll cover that.
Now, of course, this is basic like cedar and stuff. If you want the good stuff, like a nice strong, decent wood with a good grain and nice smooth finish, would cost more.
How much would that desk be? Now I think about it. I mean, it looked like it wasn't very mainstream. I mean,
the Valon wood desk. That's about 700 dragons.
Good God.
I'm sorry, what desk? Patience? Did you buy a desk?
No, I did not buy a desk yet.
Yet. Yeah, we don't let him carry the group funds.
I don't know why. I'm pretty responsible.
Here's 500,000 dragons. Next thing you know, just ice cream and donuts everywhere.
Patience,
Buy ice cream and donuts for the entire North Ward.
Patience becomes the merchant prince of ice cream in Waterdeep.
Yeah, the ice cream that's melting right now.
He builds a pool and just puts the ice cream in to swim through.
At that point, it's just cream.
He renames. He has like a new franchise name for himself. Like, you know, he has like the trade name, and it's like Billy Blanca's Ice Cream Factory.
Oh my god.
It's the pay ice and no. That
Yeah,
doesn't work.
there's nothing I can really do with patience, so I'm like, whatever. Anyway, so
and how quickly can you do this?
From start to finish, about 12 days.
cool.
I'll call a few people in. I don't, because if you want just me to do it, it's going to be, what month is it?
Oh no, we
Oh,
would
no.
prefer if it's sooner than later.
Yeah. I mean, that's where quite a bit of the expense is, especially since I'm using most of what you already have. If you want me to rip everything out and start from scratch,
Gods no. I do actually like how it is here, so I don't want to ruin everything. I don't know about you guys.
Maybe we could
No.
maybe we could have the stage where that big table is, as he points into the top left corner of the room.
I think that's what he was thinking, yeah.
The up here instead of down. Wait, what the heck? Am I looking?
What is that?
I don't
that's
know.
the fireplace.
Oh, okay. Why is it in the middle of the room? Okay.
So it can reach both sides.
Yeah, I guess.
That's why you see it goes up to every floor.
Oh yeah, this place has 5 chimneys. In case you didn't know.
It could go in that corner beside the fireplace though.
I was thinking, can we like replace this southern like nook instead,
That might work, yeah.
next to the bar?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
And then one of the doors would just go straight onto the street from there.
We can ask the person to exchange the door for a window instead, and have the. Oh, is that the entrance?
No, there's a second entrance. There's the porch, I believe.
That's the porch. Okay. Yeah, maybe then next to the fireplace, I guess. So, is everyone in favor of the stage being built as well? By the way.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Why not?
Okay. So, Violet is gonna turn to Fana.
Cheap.
So you said you can use better wood. So for the first floor, for here, for where we're going to be serving customers, you can skip on cedar. You can use some more presentable wood. For the rest of the house, keep it.
Typical cedar wood
Keep
works.
it cedar, and I'll cover that. I presume that's going to be like 400 or 500 dragons, something like that. That's going to be fine.
More expensive. Also, we can upgrade after you're open and have more money coming through. Because I
That's
got
true.
this very, very big piece of mahogany that I want to make something out of. And it might look good as a bar. I can't remember the name for that.
Bar top.
Yeah, the bar top.
Countertop. Yeah.
Counter.
Yeah, that
yeah.
sounds good.
Yeah.
Yes, that's a good idea. We do hope to get quite a bit of established and running. Well, I would imply you to get to work as soon as you can, since we do want to try and get this running.
Yes, it should be about 12 days. Send out the messages to everybody. Also, if you need bows, arrows, personal wooden items, I have those for sale.
Cool.
Yeah, we'll keep you in mind.
Mhm.
Perhaps my companions. I do not need any right now.
All right.
Yeah.
Just a few minutes
As soon as he leaves, I'm like, we need money.
as you do that, and there's a knock on the door, and you see a dwarf.
What's up? Patience just very slowly, just taking his good old time, goes over to the door, just opens it, goes, "What's up?"
Like, I never thought that I would miss excited patients. This is just
It's like,
Oh,
disturbing.
you guys notice that the celestial stuff is glowing like really brightly.
So wait, is patients reacting like I do to coffee and get sleepy?
Probably.
You
This
see
is the most glorious discovery of this place.
I'm okay. This is definitely meta, but I like to think that the celestial influence on him is being powered by the caffeine instead of him himself. So it's taking over. So he's now actually becoming patience.
Wow, holy shit.
So, a dwarf wearing relatively like kind of overhaul kind of thing. Overalls, but very nice material, but it looks like he's still someone who works. He's like, my name is Olaf Battlehammer. You guys, someone said to come over. You wanted to talk?
Oh, hey. Hey, this guy's from the Plumbers Guild. Yeah, we wanted you to look at our pipes and stuff.
Please come in.
Okay, so you want to talk about plumbing? Well, I'm a foreman. I normally do commercial, like, installs of new plumbing, not repairs of old, but I can take a gander and see if I can recommend somebody.
Well, you can at least see if there is a need for a new installation or if this can be fixed up.
Yeah. So, cellar, I'm assuming?
Well, the cellar might need more insulation, but mostly whatever's coming out of that pipe does not look like good water.
Well, you know what they say. If it's brown, gulp it down. If it's black, send it back.
No, they don't.
That's little plumber humor.
Oh,
Oh, what's up, cat?
like, who left the door open?
You're probably right. So he goes down, checks things out, comes up. Well, I got good news and bad news.
Bad news first?
Bad news? You need some serious repairs.
Oh, okay, good news?
Good news? They're not that expensive.
Oh, good.
Serious, not expensive.
Oh, good.
I know someone who can probably come about 5-6 days from now, fix it up. Probably cost you about 25 dragon.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, just have to replace a few pipes. Nothing bad. Cellar's insulation looks pretty good. We can repair that pretty cheap
Okay.
and not too bad. Just have to get someone to come up here. We are a busy guild.
Yeah.
Everybody shits and nobody wants in their house.
Understandable. Well, I would like to order those repairs.
All right, I will get someone up here. Like I said, about 5 days or so they can get the parts. Should be good. Once they're in here, they shouldn't take more than 6-7 hours to repair.
Oh,
If
sweet.
they take a little bit longer than that, just let me know, because it shouldn't take that long. Though we will probably be sending a apprentice or two to do it. It's not complex. I say it's serious because it's a ton of rust, and apparently you have a part of it dead fuel in the line somewhere. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the place has been abandoned for a while.
Yeah. Don't drink the water without boiling it.
Violet is looking at patients.
Eh?
Have you drunk the water?
Not yet, no.
Don't.
So
There's a reason you have ale.
he walks out.
Okay.
By this point, Patience has finished both the latte and the coffee. So, what next?
Well, we are going to need to acquire funds because I only have some 50-60 goals which I can invest. I'm going to be Frank and ask, does any of you have any gold to invest?
I've only got. I've got like 10 gold left. I do have my horse I could sell. I think I can probably get about 25 gold maybe for him.
Horsey.
Oh,
I mean, can we use the horse for something, or?
It's a pretty horse.
I mean, I do like him. Like, he's pretty useful. He's fast as hell.
I'm not gonna make you sell your horse. I meant any liquid assets that you might have.
Not really. I do. We do have a couple of ideas of other people we could go to, so we could try that.
Yes, that's the next. But I'm putting for 50 gold. I would like everyone to put forth whatever they have.
I've got 19 left on me right now.
Patience also only has 10.
Okay, but how much of that are you investing right now?
All of it?
Okay, so we have 19 there.
I'll
Patience,
do
how much?
8 of mine just so that I have some in case we needed to get around.
Let's see. He wants to be reasonable here.
And I'm gonna go take the dog for a quick walk because he keeps looking at me and whining.
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
He had 10, so I guess I'm gonna put 5. Because
And Rogh?
we gotta survive the
I
next
know,
few
I'm
days.
going to go ahead and put all 19 of my dragons in there because he's not particularly worried about picking up money. He knows he can earn more or less wherever he goes.
Mm-hmm. All right. That puts us at a respectable amount, but we're going to need more. I'm going to proceed and see if I can get something out of the Rasner establishment. You two can go about your way since the repairs are gonna take a while, it seems.
Alright, I guess I'll sit here.
So, as you guys are kind of heading to your thing,
I guess I'm going to go head off to the Choristers Guild and see if there's any kind of thing we have to set up with them for performancing.
I'm feeling pretty chill. I'm just gonna sit here.
so Rogh, as you walk out, a paper bird flies at you,
Oh,
and it's just like,
okay. Well, I'll snatch it out of the air and unfold it and read it.
and the message says, Rainer tells us you're a good bet. He bought you tickets to the opera tonight at the Lightsinger Theater in the Sea Ward. If you're interested, meet Mert at intermission, private box C. 4 more tires required for admittance. And at the bottom is a crescent moon with a harp.
My goodness. What a mysterious letter.
Must be Zentaro.
And there's tickets in there to a play called The Fall of Tiamat,
Fall
an
to
opera sung in Giant, describing the evil Dragon Queen's defeat at the Well of Dragons.
And what did you know? I don't speak giant.
Violet is gonna peer over your shoulder off. Is that a letter?
Yes, actually, we appear to have received an invitation to the theater. Well,
There's tickets for everybody in the party.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow, the theater. How pleasant.
yes, but love, we might need to avail of you and your supply of formal attire.
I still believe that Fana is not able to wear anything I own. But perhaps I can ask Ina, come, dear, can you come here for a moment?
She walks over with a donut. Yep.
Put away the donut for a moment, just a second. God, bye. So I hope Suna is gonna. Okay, so Ina, please, would you mind acquiring some formal attire for Fana and also Patience and Rogh? Go to my home, see if there's anything that can fit them, And for Fana, please go and buy something, and I will pay for it.
And I'll go ahead and give her my measurements.
Writes down what measurements she can find. And she walks out.
Well, this morning just got a lot more interesting already.
Now, here's the interesting thing. Who sent us the tickets?
I'm going to show her the little signature sigil at the bottom with the heart and the moon.
It's common enough that you probably don't need to roll. So it's the symbol of the Harpers, a organization that essentially stands up, fights, and defeats evil. But they're not we are these warriors who march on the field. They tend to be bards, spies,
Battle bards?
They can be those too. So essentially, they fight evil, but not.
With words.
Yeah, they're one of the biggest organizations of good in the realms.
Cool.
Like
Violet explains that to everyone. I am quite honored. Okay, but I do have to ask. After the Greyhounds invitation, now we're getting invited by this group. I mean, I am loving the attention, but I've also heard that my family might be facing some drama soon. Do you think something is happening in Waterdeep? Something political?
Something is always happening in Waterdeep that's political. Every damn day. Now,
Something more explosive this time.
My concern is, if we get in good with the Greyhounds, are we going to be making ourselves unwelcome in other places? Like, I don't think so, but I imagine the Harpers and the Greyhounds probably get on pretty well.
Those two, yes, but you are not going to be as welcome in the lower wards, I presume, if you keep at this. And I am pretty sure the couple corrupt and bent people here and there are also not going to appreciate if we join this faction.
Well, that's true of anywhere we go.
You also know the Harpers tend to be on the down low, so they like it when their members are hidden.
So maybe
it's not something you're going to walk around going, I'm a Harper, I'm a Harper.
That's just as well.
Also, just quick reminder, as you remember, Rogh, the Blackstaff, said that they send you the invite because Reiner Neverember recommended you. And this letter just said, Reiner recommended you.
Yeah.
Well, that Neverember thing is paying off.
Hasn't really kicked in for that coffee yet. Well, this is just great.
Here's the thing. I am going to accept this invite no matter what, but
for sure.
You people do not have to, after all.
I wouldn't miss this for the world.
I can't afford the clothes.
I just sent Ina for clothes. Don't worry, patience.
Plays aren't really my thing.
Understandable. Then
you can just hold down the fort here.
That works.
Yes, there's a lot of work to do. And you don't want to make yourself corrupt enemies. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I presume they're gonna have some offer for us.
I don't know. I don't know. Just for me, plays kind of seem boring because I'm not up there doing stuff. I'm just sitting there watching people do stuff.
Oh, but plays can be so lavish and enjoyable to listen to. But to everyone there. Fana, are you going to come and take this invitation?
Invited to a play.
I think my brother,
sure.
my brother Art would probably want to go.
Well, the invitation is not for your brother, sadly.
I know. I'm just saying.
Well, okay. Yep, that's it. Got nothing else.
Are you the slut that yelled at me and didn't even have to go to the bathroom? He was just bored.
Oh my!
It happens.
Though Torment would probably want to go too.
We're going to the theater.
I heard. Which one are we going to New Olam or?
It is the Lightsinger Theater. Is a high-end establishment located in the Castle Ward.
Oh shit. Do we know what day it is?
Tonight.
Oh
Right.
shit. All right.
Fine.
Okay.
It said fine clothes are mandatory.
Cool. I guess I'm going shopping.
No,
I have sent enough to buy you
okay.
clothes.
Okay. Cool.
Those should be by the evening.
I'm imagining Thana in like Kaylee's dress. You know, from
Oh, yeah,
from
basically
Firefly.
from Firefly. Yeah.
So big,
Just
beautiful.
like I hate everything.
and the frilly pink, and you're hating life.
Yeah.
I don't even know what Patience would be.
I want to see Patience in Top and Tails.
I think Patience would dress kind of like Jarlaxle, probably. I wouldn't be surprised. A very actiony, adventure-y, but like rich look. I don't know.
Same, actually.
Anything you guys want to do before the evening?
Go ahead.
Do we want to talk to some neighbors?
Hey, after maybe like an hour after I drink my coffee, it wears off, and he's like, "I'm gonna go find things I could like fight and get money for," and he goes to run off to the gunning portal.
Back to normal.
Yeah,
So
we're gonna hit the portal for a little while and knock about, and he's probably gonna do a little singing.
Make sure you mention that new places popping up.
I don't
And
know
hey-
if we appreciate that.
What are we naming it?
Just a. Oh shit! Didn't we decide on something?
I thought we did.
I thought we did too. I thought it was like the something poltergeist. The peppy.
the plucky poltergeist.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That reminds me, our barkeep hasn't been around for a while. I'm assuming we have this conversation before we split off. He's looking around.
Yeah.
Any sign of our ghost friend?
You haven't really seen a lot of signs, though you do know you woke up with a pillow that you didn't go to sleep with.
No.
Okay.
It's probably because there's not a ton of do other than basic cleaning, so he's lazy.
A lazy, restless spirit.
Yeah.
There also might just be fun stories that you guys can tell that wouldn't necessarily be like, hey, come to our bar and screw the yawning portal. Like, just tell some ghost stories and maybe elaborate a little, considering that's kind of our shtick.
Mhm.
I don't know of any other haunted pubs in the city. Do you?
I think every place is pub.
Fair.
I think every pub is probably haunted.
That's fair. Wow, that's really loud.
No, it's
Would
really
you
not-
mind getting the horse out of the way?
We're like sitting on the porch having this conversation, and just some random wealthy ass noble is just clumping through with this giant entourage of horses.
It's
Oh, wow.
it's
Like 8 horses.
it's Embercool the Chaotic or whatever his name is from first edition. Okay.
Yeah.
Is that a good spot to wrap up for today? Or?
Unless those who go to the play want to see what they say.
I mean, if we can
We've
just
got a couple hours before then. I was
That's
gonna.
the same.
Yeah,
You
I was
could
gonna
get
try
that
and hit up the
mission.
neighbors.
The only thing I want to do besides the play is I want to try and get myself an invite to the residence
Rasnar.
House Rasnar, yeah.
Since there's some,
Excuse me,
Harry.
I farted.
Sorry, being rude.
some RP potential, we will stop there then. Because we're all probably talking to the Trent Resners, talking to the neighbors. So
Our new detective neighbor or something, right?
Oh yeah.
we can find them.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think Patience was the only one that actually met him, and that was for a very brief moment.
Yes, so. And with that, we end today's session of Reign of Misrule. Next week, talking to the neighbors, maybe getting new missions. Maybe Patience will
Get into a fight.
get in a fight that he may not win. We don't know.
How many hit points do you have now, buddy?
Hit points?
Yeah.
Enough.
So
Yeah. Remember to check out Sirenscape. It's awesome. And I think next time you'll see anybody from here will be, what is it, Wednesday when Written in Stone goes up?
yeah, another game we're playing in Wednesday or Thursday should be out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the links for that are at written_in_RPG on Twitter.
Friday Retroverse, nothing Saturday stream, and then next Sunday more of this.
More Dragon
Which-
Heist.
I know. Everybody.
Yay!
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
All right. And anything else anybody needs to say?
As for me, you can just catch me on RPG Lab. I'm playing Wednesdays there, and also occasionally running playing stuff on their Saturday community things. And I play Blades in the Dark Mondays if you want to catch me at James Corpse's channel.
All right.
Okay.
So good.
Have a good week, everyone.
Yeah. Drink
Have a good
plenty,
week.
drink plenty of
Bye.
coffee. Bye.
And ice cream, donuts, all that.